Hello, one and all. Welcome back. Press play action here. It's Mitchell Lee. It's Tommy Grant. It is Brandon too. And as always, for the top 10, bottom 10, most anticipated, Howie Collins joining us as well. It's good to have a full house here to celebrate the best and worst of the year that was 2025. Before we get into the list, how do we feel about the year as a whole? Because I think it was a pretty solid year. Not as deep as 2024 as far as I feel like the number of A's and A minuses were a lot more. But this year I think had more A pluses and movies that I'm truly gonna carry with me, even if they didn't hit the highs the way Dune 2 or Oppenheimer or Spider-Verse did.
I don't think there's
honestly,
like a elite
go ahead, B2. Go ahead.
movie. There's not an elite movie, but I do think the year as a whole was solid. I think there's a lot of A minus A movies than more.
Oh,
If
so
that
we're
makes
in the
sense.
exact opposite camp.
I'm
What
with
do you
B2
feel differently?
because I'm with B2 because I this year actually had less A pluses this year than comparison to last year. Only had 6 A pluses this year, and last year I had 8. I mean, it's not a substantial amount, but it is a little bit of a difference. Being that I did also watch more movies this year. But yeah, I agree. I was in the A minus range for a lot of movies this year. I think a lot of movies that came out were very well done, but some of them just didn't get enough to get the A plus from me personally. But it was a really good year overall.
Like nothing was gonna top Dune 2, but like my number 6 movie this year would have been my number 2 last year. Like everything from 1 through 6 would have been number 2 last year. So I just feel like this year had more things that I'm going to return to
I'm
time
gonna
and
pull up
time
my
again.
phone and check.
I
That.
had 8 A pluses last year. I had 9 this year. But
Okay.
the majority of the A pluses from last year barely snuck in. Like you had movies like Sing Sing, Wild Robot, Gladiator 2 that just kind of snuck in. Whereas this year, the movies that got into A plus for the most part, they knocked the door down. They weren't just tiptoeing their way in.
Yeah, I had 8 A pluses, and just I had a lot of A's and A minuses. I really did. Like there was honestly for me like an A minus for the most part is like would I recommend this movie to most people? Would I recommend people go see this like when it's in theaters? I had a lot of like those experiences at the movie theaters where I was like, I'd recommend this to someone. Like I would legitimately be like, go see this in a theater. But I don't think we had the highs of some past years, and I wouldn't call this like an all-time great movie year, even though there might be one or two or three movies that are gonna stick with me for a little bit. My number one is one of the most rewatchable movies of all time, and I'll get into it. But yeah,
I feel like
this is also
like
my
the
first
quiet
year. Sorry.
I feel like this was like the quiet year before 26. Like not to jump ahead to 26, but I feel like that's going to be a big.
You're excited for 26. You've been talking about it a lot.
26 is like the year I think for
and I'll explain more when we get to it. But like there's a lot of movies that I watched this year that I normally would not have watched, and I'm really glad I did. But it wasn't one of those years that I would look back and be like, yeah, this was like an amazing year for movies.
To me, I like The Brutalist. I like The Brutalist a lot last year. Like I just did. I didn't feel that way about a movie going into this year. Like oh my god, I'm like excited to see this 3.5 hour movie with the intermission in it.
But like, there's a lot of movies I end up like forcing myself to watch just to keep up with the numbers on you guys. Like, like most recently, like watching Jay Kelly with Adam Sandler and Train Dreams. Like those are movies I never would have watched, but I was like, I'll put them on, and I actually end up really liking them.
Yeah, good movies there.
Yeah, this is kind of a exploratory year for me for movies of just watching a bunch of random shit.
I'm extremely proud of you because, again, just given, the fact that you are a parent, you can only go to the movies so much, and you only went once this year, but you still found time for 91 movies or 90 movies. So that's incredibly impressive.
I did it all for this episode.
Yeah, and yet there's still like 2 months of the year. Like anything that came out November or December, like you didn't see Avatar, you
There's
didn't
still
see
there's still a
Marty
good 10
Supreme
movies that
or
I have on my list that I'm waiting for them to come out.
Actually,
I feel
Mitchell,
like yes, I'm gonna do something real quick before we get into 2025, and that is Tommy. I feel like every year we're gonna have to do this. Is go back into his 2024 now that he actually got a chance to see things. Because last year, if you remember, he had like Ghostbusters in his top 10.
yeah,
But now we got a
doesn't
chance to
count.
actually see things. And so
I don't
I'll
know
read
if I've
out the.
updated the list that much.
Well, you haven't watched
Actually, no,
the
there was a
2024
handful.
movie in a minute.
That is true.
His top 10, his completed top 10 is number 10, The Fall Guy, 9, Civil War, 8, The Substance, which you finally got to,
hmm
7, Wicked, 6,
Okay.
Gladiator 2, 5, Saturday Night, 4, A Quiet Place Part 2, 3, Nosferatu, 2, and this makes me so proud, Better Man, and number 1, this makes me not proud at all, Deadpool and Wolverine. So at least half of that list
that is
You
was
know-
such a
stuff
good
that he
one.
hadn't seen
That is such a good
before
one.
this list last year. So Tommy's list is going to be ever evolving, and I can't wait to see if something like a Marty Supreme or a Predator Badlands finds its way into its top 10 when we, come back to this.
I have one
next
more
year.
thing about this year in terms of like the top of the list. Better Man for me would have been my fourth favorite movie of the year, and it was my second favorite movie last year. So I
Yeah,
think
that
my
movie would have
top
been-
5 is incredibly strong.
That movie would be number 8 for me this year. And it was number 3 for me last year.
Yeah,
So
incredibly strong top half of it, but the A pluses fall off quick.
All right. So, Tommy, if you want to lead us off with your 10 through 6, maybe give some honorable mentions, and then we'll go Tommy, we'll go Howie, we'll go Brandon, and then I will round us out, and then we'll go back through 5 through 1.
Sure. So in 10th place, we have One Battle After Another. 9, we
Ooh.
have Frankenstein.
Wait, 10th?
Hey,
10th.
let me get there.
All right, fair enough.
8,
Oh,
I got
man.
Fantastic Four. 7, I got Thunderbolts. And 6, for some weird reason, Materialists, because I really like that movie. That's one of those movies, again, I had no... If it weren't for this, there probably would no reason for me to watch it. And the cast was phenomenal. It was one of those weird, like, the story and dialogue just really sucked you in. And I really enjoyed it. One Battle After Another, I appreciated it for what it was, but it was too weird and out of left field for me to enjoy and put it higher up on the list. The Sean Penn's character, like that whole storyline, it was just fucking weird. I don't have any other way to describe it than just fucking weird. And then obviously you guys know I'm a big superhero fan, so Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts, those were big. I was like, all right, Marvel's back on track a little bit. We got some solid movies out this year. And then Frankenstein was just a really cool movie. I mean, Guillermo del Toro never really fails when it comes to those kind of films. And I feel like we haven't had a good Frankenstein movie. And this one definitely set the bar really high. So yeah, that's my 10 through 6.
I can't say it's necessarily the most surprising. I knew that Thunderbolts was going to be in there at some point. I thought it might be a little bit higher, actually.
No.
Yeah,
And
Thunderbolts.
I'm glad you got to Materialists. That was one that I didn't expect you to feel the way that you did about it. I'm happy about it, though.
Yeah. You know me, I'm a nerd at heart, so I'm usually a sucker for anything Marvel, DC, Star Wars, anything in that realm. But when a movie comes out like that just kind of sucks you in, it's kind of hard for me to not appreciate it more. One Battle
Very
After
good
Another
film.
was just that weird exception. Like, I liked it, but I didn't like it, and I didn't know how to feel about it. But like, cinematography wise, acting, like all of it was phenomenal. It was just the story for me. I was like, this is just weird.
All right.
Love it. Great list.
Thanks, Howie.
Yeah, I'll have to say, I'm not
I
like
literally
shocked
make-
by anything on the list. You know, like I it's a
Yeah.
solid list.
My goal in life every year now is just to make a list that I can get a solid approval from the three of you.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
did not
Mitchell-
have
mainly
Ghostbusters
Mitchell,
Frozen
because your
Empires.
judge-
Yeah,
Absolutely,
as
that was
long as
hard.
you don't have Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
No,
you
no
should be good.
Moonfall. No Moonfall
Yeah.
love. Like, come on.
No,
You can give some honorable mentions too if you have.
Yeah, if you have any, there was one that I thought you might say, or maybe it's in your top 5.
I mean, I'm
I'll
gonna
hold on
use
to
the
it.
honorable mentions list. I'm just letting
So
you
I
always
kinda
do.
already-
Yeah.
Full
I
That
kinda
is
stop.
a
already gave a
battered
few.
wife with you.
I kind of already gave a few honorable mentions, but I'll say them again.
No, you didn't.
Train Dreams and Jay Kelly were two that I watched just recently, and I really loved them.
Okay.
Story wise, phenomenal movies. Wake Up Dead Man was a very fun one. I enjoyed that. How to Train Your Dragon was up there just because
I
you know,
thought that would find a way
animated
onto
wise,
your
like
list.
that was like the
Same.
animated film that we all loved, and
Yeah.
it was up there, but it was kind of, I knew I was gonna enjoy it, so like I feel like I had more.
Surprised with something
More
like One
surprised.
Battle After Another.
Yeah. Let's see. Another one I just watched recently was The Smashing Machine. I kind of enjoyed that, but I feel like that was kind of a one and done movie.
All right. Now I'm starting to question the list.
That's down. That's down in the
Hey,
20s.
I liked The Smashing Machine, but it's nowhere
I
near
do
my
too.
honorable mentions.
No, it's that was like in like the late 20s in terms of ranking.
Oh, well,
Hold on. What did I give that movie? You can keep going. I'll
Yeah.
I gotta scroll. Oh man.
But
Yeah, I think I gave it like a BB plus, but I like the movie, but would not be anywhere near my honorable
so
mentions.
I guess another movie that I feel like a lot of people really loved, especially you guys, was Begonia. I didn't care for it.
I loved it until the end. I thought
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
ending was
So the
just
ending
ass.
dragged it out of top 10 for me.
Yeah.
Actually dragged it out of my top 20 if I'm being honest.
Yep, dragged it out of an A area. It was in
Like
the A
it-
plus range.
Like
It dragged
hit-
it down to a high
No,
B
I
plus.
still gave that an A, but that is
It was one of those concerning movies for me because
Bad
I'm like,
ending.
there are definitely people out there that
Oh,
are like
yeah.
this. But
Oh.
then just the throwaway at the ending where it's like, oh, they actually were right the whole time. That kind of pissed me off a little bit.
I kind of
Yeah.
liked it. I kind of like appreciated the idea, but then I was also like, okay, so you just made me sit here this entire time like thinking this. And then,
It was a bold choice. I'll give them that. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. Wasn't a fan of that one. But
yeah.
Howie.
take it away, people.
Oh,
Howie,
okay.
you are people.
Okay, I am people. I'll start it off with some, some honorable mentions. I wanted to say because we talked about the A pluses and the A minuses and so on and so forth. If I did the math correctly, I believe 32 out of the 57 films I saw this year were A minus or higher, which I think
High
shows
percentage.
discrepancy
Wow.
with the A minus in the A range. In the
You need
A
to
plus
seek
was
out
very
more
exclusive
garbage.
for me.
You need to
I
seek
like
out
garbage,
those
man.
C's
Like,
and
what can I-
D's. Yeah,
what
you
can
need
I
to seek out
say? What
the
can I-
C's and
it's-
D's.
It's hard for me to give a film a C and a D because I just love movies. So it's just hard for me to give them. But I've been trying to be a little bit better. But I ended up liking a lot of
You're
movies.
like
man,
me,
you're-
Howie. Mitchell and Brandon have made me more critical of a person when rating movies because
Yeah.
there are very few times where I've watched a movie and be like, I hate this. I have to give it an F. Whereas Mitchell, he gives them out like every day. I'm just,
Yeah,
I mean,
Tommy
that's-
has to watch something he really doesn't like Inception, to not give it an A.
no.
Oh.
I will hold that
Whoa,
against you
that's-
until you die. So
You don't want to
that's
hear
a
my
crazy
you don't want to hear
strain.
my opinion on
it,
stuff here.
correct, it is. That shouldn't be a sentence I have
I think
to say.
I think
but
we have
I
two
digress.
people. I think we have two people on the aisle when it comes to Tenet. But
Oh yeah,
that's
Tommy and
another
Howie are on the
concept.
same page when it comes to Tenet, but Brandon and I
Yo,
are
that
holding
movie,
the line.
Look, love Nolan. That one ain't the one. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Thank you.
We'll talk about the Odyssey later for sure.
Fair enough.
But just want to kind of highlight some of the movies that just missed the top 10 for me. I'll do 15 through 11 to start. Number 15 was Roofman, that I really liked with Channing Tatum One of the sleeper movies of the year. Honestly, it deserved a lot more praise. Great performances all around. Kirsten Dunst was great in it. Like literally, the whole film was just so good. Number 14, I've rewatched this movie probably at least 8 times, but K-pop Demon Hunters. When I first watched it, it was a B plus. There's definitely cracks in the movie. The story has cracks, but over time I keep watching it and I'm just like, man, this movie is just everything.
The song sucks you in, dude.
You're watching it for Golden, dude.
Yeah, golden, man. Like that's
dude,
that. Hey, probably the
me,
Oscar.
Me and my
that,
daughter jam after that
best
song
in the movie, but yeah.
Whoa, that take is out there.
K-pop Demon Hunters peaks early. I think the first song's the best.
I've never even seen the movie,
that
but
might
I've
be
listened to
one of your
album,
worst takes.
There's that Mitchell hate I'm talking about.
I don't hate it. I like the movie, but I think the best song was the first one.
That might be the second worst song in the movie. All the songs are great.
Incorrect, sir.
Soda Pop is the worst one, but that one is number 2.
Okay, at least we can agree on that.
Yeah,
thank God we have that opinion.
Common ground
there. We gotta have some ground there. But K-pop Demon Hunters number 14. Number 13, I really love this movie too, and just missed the top 10, but The Long Walk was number 13 for me. Love the film. I
thought that was gonna find its way in there for
Cut
you.
the mics. We're
I
done.
will not.
It was an A.
It
was close
there, huh?
Yeah, I'm bringing that heat.
Long Walk was 27 on my list, motherfucker.
Oh, Tommy, you shut the hell up.
27.
No, ain't nobody trying to hear you talk, Tommy.
Yeah, I already knew that, but I didn't
mute this motherfucker.
27 is crazy. It's number 13. Amazing film. Again, just other films I loved a little bit more. Number 12 was Rental Family. I absolutely love Rental Family. What a great film, a good heartfelt story. If you guys have not seen it, definitely go watch it. Brendan Fraser crushed it. Great film. Number 12. And number 11, just missed the top 10, was Frankenstein. Was number 11 for me. It did not make the top 10, but it was very, very close. So going on from that, we'll go into the 10 through 6. I will say, to start this off, I think that this year was one of the best comic book movie years in a while. Superman was number 10 for me for the year. Absolutely loved this movie. Yes. I just can't say enough about it. It was DC, like, this is probably their best film. I have to think about it. I think it's their best film they've done since
there's no question
Nolan's
about
Batman.
it. It was their best movie in a long time.
Since at least, I mean, the Batman did come out, but
you're saying Aquaman didn't do it for you?
Yeah. Well, the Batman too. I was like, yeah. Any of the non-Batman related, it's their best one they've done by far. Incredible performances, great visuals. James Gunn is cooking in DC, and I'm excited to see what they're going to be doing next. Number 9 is a Best Picture nominee, and that is F1 at number 9.
I didn't think you'd have it in there.
At least you had it in.
No, man, loved it. Look, okay, let me say something really quick too. I'm a Formula One fan. A lot of people that are F1 fans, these elitists, were shitting on the movie, was saying it's so unrealistic in some ways.
Well, obviously
it is a Hollywood fucking movie. You're not going to be getting the most authentic F1 story. If you're going to go do that, go watch Days of Thunder, go watch any of these other racing movies.
Is Days of
Drive
Thunder
to Survive on Netflix?
Is Days of Thunder authentic? I mean, I guess.
Well, like, yeah, is even that authentic? Like, yeah, it's like, it's a Hollywood movie. You know what I mean? Like, why?
Like, not
to shit
on
big deal?
Formula One racing, but like, it's kind of hard when, like, to make those kind of things into a movie and to make it entertaining without adding, that Hollywood
it's like a boxing
fluff.
movie.
No.
If you watch actual boxing, it's pretty strategic and not quite as exciting as the movies make it sound.
Oh, you mean they don't just swing at each other as hard as possible?
Exactly, yeah.
Like, it just doesn't make sense why people were shitting on this movie, and this was an incredible film. Again, Brad Pitt, Damson Idris is up next. Like, I'm excited to see what he's going to be. The rumors of him being Black Panther, I'm hopeful that's true. He is up next. It's finally time for him to get his shine. And we can't even talk enough about the direction and the whole graphics with it. It's incredible how they filmed it. Everything about it was amazing. And number 9 on my list. Number 8 is Hamnet. Really loved Hamnet. Phenomenal film. I'm gonna keep saying amazing performances for like each thing that I say, but literally, like, again,
I mean, they made it to the top 10 for a reason.
It's in the top 10 for a reason. Chloe Zhao is I'm glad that she had another film after, Eternals didn't do too well, that she was able to dive her teeth into and make another Best Picture nominee. Wait, is it Best Picture nominee? I know that
Yeah.
some of them are nominated for other. Okay, I couldn't remember if they were Best Picture or not, but excited to see how Hamnet performs at the Oscars. Great film, really enjoyed it. Number 7 is Thunderbolts, and this was one of Marvel's best films in a very long time. I think since No Way Home, I would say is been the best one that they created.
Yeah.
Florence
I'd agree
Pugh
with that.
can definitely carry a movie. Like, I think we all knew that, and seeing her do this in Thunderbolts, and the incredible cast they had around them too, and the story they did with Century was just drew me in. Phenomenal. One of Marvel's best, and I hope that they can take these lessons into the future with their next couple of films. And number 6, and this one I'm gonna have to explain a little bit more because a lot of people are gonna be like, "What anime?" The movie is Chainsaw Man: The Resi Arc. If you have never seen Chainsaw Man, this one's probably not gonna be for you. This movie, the reason why I'm explaining it like this is because you have to watch the show. It's a very niche anime show. It's one of the more popular ones, but you have to watch the show and get the context to watch the movie. This was one of the best anime movies I have ever seen. It was one of the best, highest rated ones of the year in general. I think it had like a 4.4 on Letterboxd, something like that. It was an incredible animation, incredible storytelling there. As a fan of Chainsaw Man and seeing this amazing movie, I highly recommend, if you guys haven't seen it, if you're interested, watch the show, watch the movie. 10 out of 10. It was my lowest A plus out of all the other films. This is where the A pluses start, was with Chainsaw.
I thought that might be higher for you because I know that you are such a fan of anime, and everyone I know that saw that movie had it prominently in their top 10. Like, if you saw Chainsaw Man, that means you are probably into the anime, and this just absolutely worked for you. I didn't get around to it because I haven't seen the show, but I'm sure that if I did and then watch this, I would love it just as much.
I highly recommend it. If you're ever interested, definitely check it out. It's well worth your time. And I didn't see the Demon Slayer movie, and I know I need to see that because I heard that one's even better than Chainsaw
I heard that
Man.
was good too.
But yeah, it was a credible film. So that's my 10 through 6.
Hey, nothing objectionable there for sure. I like that. We've got some strong comic book representation. And this year, I can't even really complain about it because I think that it was a strong year for a lot of stuff. And, we'll see if Brandon brings us home with Captain America Brave New World in his top 10.
Yeah.
You're going to do that,
I don't
right,
even
Brandon?
know if I gave that I think I might have gave it the highest grade of the group, but I don't think it was like, oh my god, this movie's awesome. Could be wrong.
All right, well, it's your turn, Brandon. Get ready for the next 15 minutes of honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions. I'm gonna go to 20 because I think these movies deserve
Bullshit.
it. So no, like top 20, not like 30
I'm still calling
movies.
bullshit. You can lay it out as much as you want to. You'll get into your list and be like, actually, this reminds me of a number 37 movie.
No, I spent good time nailing this down. We don't get to discuss 2025 movies though, so I have a lot of opinions that will just never go out there in the ether space. So,
See, this is why we're doing the monthly wrap up drunk show.
fair enough.
Now we're starting
As
that.
we should,
Yeah.
and then I can defend
Yeah.
my take on Mercy.
Oh no.
Okay, as we kick off number 20 for me, How to Train Your Dragon, kind of already been talked about. Good movie, solid movie. Kind of what we all expected. Love the animated movie. The animated movie's better, but this was a really good live action counterpart. For me, number 19, Black Bag. I just think I like this movie more than other people do. I like how quick the pace is. And the story is really fun if you just like let the movie take over and you allow the actors to kind of cook and do their thing. And I think if you allow that, it's a really, really fun movie. For me, number 18, The Accountant 2 is number 18. Awesome sequel. I actually hadn't seen the first one, and then I went and saw this. I went back and watched the original, and I was like, wow, they did a really good job with the sequel for this one. Number 17 might be controversial to some people in this call, might be to everyone in this call. Eddington is my number 17 favorite movie of the year.
Whoa.
No matter what, some people in this call will try to tell you and try to bully some people. I have an opinion. That movie is original, and it's well done. And
Original bullshit.
yeah, exactly. I'm just gonna keep going. I can't allow.
Hey,
people to talk
my
shit about
thoughts on
Eddington,
Ari
so.
Aster, so
That's fine.
It's all good. This is
Look,
just
I don't love Ari Aster either, but I think he absolutely cooked when it came to this movie. So, it's my opinion. Number 16 for me, Superman. Might be a little bit low, for some people, but I do really really like this.
You're
movie.
the lowest one on Superman.
I'm sure I'm the lowest on
Yeah.
Superman. And look, I loved it in terms of just what they did and everything, but in terms of like some of the plot points and some of the things, I feel like they could have made a slightly better movie. But I'm still really excited with what they did and like how they're going on with the movie and stuff like that. Number 15, Thunderbolts. Things have been said about it. Awesome movie. Yeah. Number 14, Wake Up Dead Man. I love this movie. I think I've seen it like 3 or 4 times already. Really fun movie. I don't love it enough to give it like an A plus. Really push it into like the top 10 tier for me. And then number, I don't even know what number I'm on now. 13, right? 13.
You just did Wake Up Dead Man, whichever
Yeah,
one that
14
was.
is Wake Up Dead Man. 13, Bob Trevino likes it. I don't think a lot of people have seen this. I might be cheating the corners here a little bit. I think it might be a 2024 release, but I saw
No,
it
that's
in
2025.
I saw it in 2025. It was widely released in 2025.
Yeah,
and
you're good.
Barbie Ferreira, she's from Euphoria. She's Kat on Euphoria, and she
Mhm.
crushes this role. And if you haven't seen this movie, it's a really interesting and just heartfelt like concept for a movie. So yeah,
It wasn't what I expected from it. I'll say that.
yeah, that's fair. Mickey 17 at number 12. I loved
Whoa.
the original thoughts. I loved the ideas. The execution of the movie could have been slightly better, but it was a really fun time at the movie theater. If you're in my top 15, that's a fun time at the movie theater. So yeah, 12 for me. And then number 11, this is going to be controversial, but it is what it is. Frankenstein is 11 for me.
Okay.
Hey,
So
Interesting.
you
I'm with
guys
you.
both have the
So,
same number 11.
Yeah, it just is.
Yeah.
Okay, number 10, Roofman. Howie
Alright.
said it best. Very
Okay.
awesome movie. Channing Tatum is cooking. Kirsten Dunst is cooking. Great movie. Hamnet, number 9. Hamnet, the acting performances are absolutely incredible. We'll get into this discussion maybe a little bit later. One of the top scenes of the year for me, and it had me bawling my eyes out at the end of the movie. And I know I'm a pretty emotional person. Heck, I cried on Moana too, so
What?
I cry a little bit.
What?
I mean, do you
Settle
really want to
down,
tell me?
Judge
I'm
Do
sorry.
you want to tell me
What?
when I
What?
cried? Do you want to tell me when I cried? I can tell you when I cried in Moana too. It wasn't like the entire time. It was when
Yes. If you cried during the entirety of Moana 2, we'd have to have a discussion.
the little sister, she parts the ocean again. Like when they part the ocean, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, it's like getting some feels there, but it was fine.
Okay.
We need to make a
Um,
sitcom of just you as a therapist and just the reactions you give to all your clients because, my God, you are the worst.
The worst. What? How? Because I'm
Well, he's
empathetic.
like-
No, not you, Mitchell.
He's talking about me.
Oh, okay. I was like, how have I?
You
have I been?
bitch crying in Moana 2, you stupid.
You don't deserve these tissues.
Yeah, but Hamnet, very emotional movie. If you don't know the story of Hamnet, yeah, just watch this movie. It will get you crying. Number 8, I love this movie. I remember telling Mitchell when I got out of the theater, this movie was awesome. It was going to be in my top 10, and it wasn't my top 10. The Life of Chuck. This movie,
Ooh, okay.
absolute gas at the movie theater. Fun movie to watch. I want to give credit where credit's due because this is who directed this, Mitchell? I just want to give credit.
Mike Flanagan, who also did
Yeah.
Doctor Sleep.
Yeah, Tom Hiddleston is cooking in this role, and his direction, as Mike Flanagan's direction, is just A plus. It's just awesome work. So yeah.
I want to see that movie. I love Mike Flanagan's work, especially when it comes to horror. He
It's
does a
very
phenomenal
different.
job.
So it's a
than
very
most of his
different
other
movie
stuff.
because it's not really horror.
Yeah,
but
but I'm
there
saying
are
like
some horror
I've enjoyed
aspects
his
to it.
work, so I
It's my
wanna see more
favorite
of
of
his
his
stuff.
movies, though.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would actually agree with that too, probably. Yeah, number 7, No Other Choice. One of the best dark comedies I've seen in
Okay.
quite some time. Yeah, very, very fun movie.
What was that?
And then No Other
No Other
Choice.
Choice.
If you
No
haven't
Other
seen it,
Choice.
it's like
No,
it's
Korean
Korean, right?
movie.
Yeah, Korean, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Very, very dark comedy. Would recommend it to people who like that type of dark comedy aspect.
I'll add that to my list.
Yeah,
Please do.
I think you would enjoy that movie, Tommy. And then number 6 for me, yeah, just wanted to make sure. F1 that I actually rewatched last week, and guys, I mean, there's so many rewatchable scenes. There's so many great scenes. He's flying at the very end. Actually,
Incredible.
this might be
Yeah.
a controversial opinion. Could you have Davidson's character win the race and it's a better movie? Maybe. But
Oh.
I'm not here to discuss that. I'm here to discuss the fact that the opening
Nah, he's gonna win
scene,
the sequel.
when they start from that crash to the waves and then the music hits and he puts the headset on and it just starts bumping and rolling, that movie from that point on is absolute cinematic masterpiece.
Gas.
It is cinematic experience. I'm gonna, like Bill Simmons has said this before, but I actually agree with this take. I like racing movies more than I actually like racing, because racing movies just for some reason, man, they gas you up, like they hit the gas pedal 100%. So yeah, those are my 10 through 6.
All right. I like how we got some No Other Choice representation. We got some F1 representation. We got Roofman on the board. I like it. Good stuff. All
Thank
right.
you. I took a lot of time with that one.
All right. So I'll do some honorable mentions, and I usually just do 5 honorable mentions, and I go in no
But
order.
you're doing 10.
But I do want to shout out some other things that no one else has shouted out, and I would like for them to get a little bit of love. So I'll go in order, I guess. If I had legs, I'd kick you. That's one where Rose Byrne. It's a Safdie movie, but Josh Safdie usually writes with, I think, Ronald Bronstein, and this is Ronald Bronstein's wife directing this, and it's produced by Josh Safdie, so it's very similar to a Safdie brother type of movie in that kind of chaos. I just found it a little bit less fun than most of the Safdie movies because, I mean, this goes to some really dark places, but Rose Byrne is incredible in this. The Accountant 2 was another one that I feel like I enjoyed more than most people. I liked this movie a good bit more than the first Accountant movie because I think that Ben Affleck and John Bernthal had really good chemistry together. Eternity is one that I'm always just going to be such a big Miles Teller fan. Just he's always going to be my dude. But Elizabeth Olsen is also incredible in this. If you haven't seen Eternity, please check it out. Thunderbolts is the best Marvel movie that we've gotten in quite some time, and I left that movie really excited for what Marvel can do next. And so hopefully Marvel does not waste that excitement. Mickey 17, right with you, Brandon. I thought that Robert Pattinson was incredible in that movie, following up Parasite's an incredibly tough ask regardless. And no, it doesn't reach anywhere near the heights of something like Parasite, but at the same time, I had a lot of fun with it. All right. Ballerina. I thought that Ballerina was so incredibly slept on. I think that this belongs in the John Wick movies. This isn't like some spin-off that you're like, don't watch that. It's not worth your time. Ballerina had incredible action sequences, and I had a blast watching it. I thought Ana de Armas slid into the John Wick universe quite nicely. Roofman would have loved to have gotten it in the top 10. Just wasn't quite able to do so, but I thought that Channing Tatum was excellent in this. Superman was my favorite comic book movie of the year. Definitely the most rewatchable one for me personally. I had so much fun with this, and if you didn't like this movie, you're just a fucking loser. Predator Badlands. I think that Predator
I'm glad it's on
Badlands
your
is
honorable mentions.
exceptional. I would have loved for this to have been on my top 10 list. Elle Fanning in this movie is incredible. The action's great. I thought that the main character was awesome. I had a great time with Predator Badlands and even liked it more than Prey. And my number 11 movie, and I didn't think this would become a theme, but I'm sorry, Guillermo del Toro. I guess it's just a theme that we're all going to put Frankenstein at number 11, except for Tommy. It was on my list until something else I saw at the 11th hour came and knocked it out. But Jacob Elordi deserves all the hype. I wish that we were giving Oscar Isaac a little bit more love, because I do think that he's really good in this as well. Yeah, no, incredible movie. Number 10. Let's get started with the list proper now. Number 10 is a movie that I think I'm going to be the only one that mentions this thing all night. And that is Bring Her Back. I think that the Philippou brothers deserve all the hype that Ari Aster's been getting. I know Talk to Me was one that had a lot of people excited, but I think this was even better than Talk to Me was. I think Sally Hawkins is chilling in this movie. I didn't think that Paddington's mom could possibly portray this kind of character, and she knocks it out of the park. This was chilling. This is a dark movie. This is not a movie I would recommend to a lot of people, but it definitely hit for me. So number 10, Bring Her Back. Number 9, a movie that I would have loved to have put higher, and if I got a chance to rewatch it, it might have gotten higher. But Hamnet just broke me. The final 25 minutes of that movie, I mean, I was like crying and shaking driving home from that movie, because it really just got me. And it got everyone else in that theater. I think Jesse Buckley should win the Oscar for this movie. I know Paul Mescal wasn't nominated, but he did a great job as well. And this kid, Jacoby Jupe, just be on the lookout for him, because he's got the sauce. I adored this. Number 8, No Other Choice.
Yeah.
I fell in love with this, man. I had such a great time. I think it could have been higher if they maybe shaved 10, 15 minutes off, because by the time we got to the end of the movie, I was kind of ready for it to be done. This movie definitely peaks in the middle once the kind of Tommy, I know that you're kind of a little more unfamiliar with this movie compared to the other stuff we've been talking about, but it's about a guy that he gets fired from his job at I guess it's like a paper mill or something like along those lines, and he is trying to find work, and he's having a lot of trouble with it, so he tries to go and take out his competition. And meanwhile, he has all this other stuff going on at home with like his kids and his wife. And it's a fascinating movie that I can't wait to watch again. So the fact that it's number 8 is kind of insane, but number 8. Number 7, More Love for Materialists. This was one earlier in the year. That
Don't be judgy.
Put away your... I don't think you can hate Pedro Pascal like this and then put him in your top 10. But that's just
no. I don't hate Pedro Pascal anymore, or Brandon.
Yeah, we crossed that bridge. He's now
he's over it now.
No, I am now. I think that I am totally indifferent on Pedro Pascal right now, because I think that movies like, and I know I wasn't the biggest fan of Eddington, but I thought he was the best part of Eddington. I thought he was good in Fantastic Four, and I think that he nailed his role of guy everyone thinks is charming but has no sauce whatsoever. I don't know. I just think he was perfectly cast for that role. But Dakota Johnson, Chris Evans knock it out of the park here. I know I've said that a bunch of times. I really need to find a different phrase. I wasn't as big on Past Lives as I know Howie, you were a big Past Lives.
was in my top 10 too.
I liked Past Lives, but I didn't love Past Lives. This one just for whatever reason it connected a little bit more with me. If I had seen this movie about a year or two earlier, I might have stabbed myself watching it because man, did I relate to it a little bit too much with the guy that is looking for work and the relationship stuff, and I had been there before, and it is not fun at all. But
can I point out a plot hole thing? Pedro has all the money, so I understand why she likes Pedro, but objectively, there's no way Pedro is the better candidate out of the two guys in this movie. 0% chance.
well, yeah, that's why. No, I won't spoil things. But
Well, that's
yeah.
it's the stereotypical money over true love kind of.
I mean, that is the
life
most
of
shallow.
luxury.
That makes it the most shallow part of the entire movie, which I maybe I just couldn't get past. But yeah, I still like the movie.
Did you watch the movie, Brandon? Do you not know how it concludes?
Oh, I know how it concludes, and I do.
Because you're talking like you don't know how it concludes.
First of all, it was my 21st favorite movie of the year, so it wasn't like I hated.
Oh, never mind. He's a big fan.
Yeah, it wasn't like I hated this movie. I'm just saying
you did.
It lost me for like a good portion of the movie until
he saw how it concludes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It came back around.
Let me win you back here now, Brandon. Number 6, The Long Walk.
Whoa. You didn't go far enough. We'll be back. No, I'm just kidding.
I think that David Johnson should have been nominated for an Oscar for this. I loved everything about him and Cooper Hoffman in this movie.
Yeah.
I was getting major Shawshank Redemption, Andy Dufresne and Red flashbacks to their relationship in this. I was that moved by them in this. I think that they are just so special with the work that they do here. Because I don't even know if the script is as good as their performance is. Because they truly bring something here that just captivated me. And yeah, David Johnson, easily one of my favorite performances of the year. I don't want Cooper Hoffman to get lost in that either. He's great.
Yeah.
But David Johnson in particular, just the stuff that he does in this movie is just capital M movie star work. And I'll remember it forever. So, Long Walk at number 6.
I knew after Alien Romulus, I'm like, this dude, he's up next. So I'm excited to see more of what he got.
Yeah, he's got it. All right, Tommy, 5 through 1. Let's do it.
All right. Coming in at number 5, we have Ballerina. So,
no way.
Oh yes.
Oh.
So Howie, you don't know this, but
I must be a Ballerina hater.
I have not watched the John Wick franchise yet, so I just recently dove into that franchise because of Ballerina.
But you still haven't watched 4.
No, because they took it off streaming the second I got to it.
You got to pay for it.
Okay, 4.
I know. Well, it was free for a while, and of course,
you gotta watch 4.
As always, when I go to watch it,
actually, just watch
they take it off.
Just buy the disc set. Like, just buy all.
I might have to now, but
okay.
So I watched 1 through 3, and I was gonna watch 4. They took it off, so I was like, "Fuck it, all right, we'll skip right to Ballerina." Holy shit!
In order.
That was a perfect. That's how you do a tie-in to a franchise, because it was original cast, original story. It's still meshed with the John Wick community, and you had fucking John Wick still show up,
and it
basically as a cameo in his own franchise.
And he was bodying.
Yes,
That's the good part.
But he
didn't take away.
Right.
Exactly. Like they gave just enough John Wick to make you know, like, hey, it's still worth seeing this movie because John Wick still shows up, but he doesn't take over the movie. He doesn't take away from the plot. He doesn't take away from the main character's role and the fact that she's a fucking badass. We don't get as many of those types of characters, I think, nowadays, especially female-wise, that are written well and not just kind of, you know, tossed around just for no reason. She actually had a mission. They did her character justice. I want another movie with her character in it. And given its success, I hope they do another movie
Oof.
with her in it.
It didn't do
I don't
very
know.
well, so
Yeah, they're
I
probably
not.
don't know.
In my mind, I think it should.
But
I think she should show up in a John Wick movie. I
Can
think
I-
that
Yeah,
that's
exactly. Like keep her character around. I
Yes.
think it was worth having.
I have this movie down my list. I gave this like an A-. I still really like Ballerina. Again, if I'm giving something A-, I would recommend it to most people. But I will say the scene where they're in the hallway at the very beginning and the way that scene is shot, one of the best scenes of the year. Like just incredibly well done, and they always crush those scenes in John Wick.
They
but it
took a
feels
note
like
from
in the-
Marvel
yeah.
and they're like, yo, people that like action like hallway fight scenes. And
Yep.
if you can film a good hallway fight scene, you got yourself a good, good
Yeah.
note going forward.
It's such a good scene. The hallway fight scene is sick.
Yeah.
See, I like the one with the grenades.
Yes.
Well, also
That's
a
my
great
favorite scene.
Yeah.
In the movie.
scene.
Part
all,
of the thing
all
that
those action scenes are really good. if
I
you
now understand why the John Wick franchise is as popular as it is, because it's one, they're just fun to watch. But two, they actually go they
And
they
you
go through
don't
the effort of
even
actually
know.
they go through the effort of making it so realistic of
they
we actually
understand the
have to
concept
reload.
of reloading.
Yes. And that's something that always has bothered
And
me.
the
and so
number
many,
number of bullets in a clip. Like they
yes,
understand.
the fact that they have them switching between weapons because they run out or something jams, like just those little notes to detail would really make it that much better. And when you have fight scenes where they actually have to be like, fuck, what do I do? And just on the fly make decisions, like it was so fun to watch.
Yeah.
But
Tommy,
from
I
that-
need you to text me when you start watching that fourth one, and I'll just
Oh.
turn it on and watch it at the same time.
we
Honestly,
can watch it.
put it in the group chat. I'll watch it too.
Yeah.
We can watch it together.
Great film. Yeah.
Coming in at number 4, Superman. Best
Okay. I knew that
best
was coming.
superhero movie
Now
of
I
the
feel
year.
like a hater for having it so low.
You
Hater.
are a hater.
It's not hating.
It is.
But I was happy to see Superman back in kind of more of a positive light and not the Zack Snyder dark universe.
Thank you.
I enjoyed the supporting cast. Hal Jordan was a great addition to the movie. Just so much fun.
That wasn't
what's
Hal
that one?
Jordan, but it was what was his name? His name was like Felix
Yeah,
something.
it's the
It's the
Whatever.
Green Lantern.
Green
but
Lantern.
it's an
whatever, Green
alternate version of
I forget
Hal
the
Jordan's. Yeah.
Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Great addition to the movie.
Guy
Lex Luthor,
Gardner. That's his
Guy
name.
Gardner.
There we go.
Guy Gardner. Yeah.
I'm a failure of a DC fan.
Yes, you are.
Hal Jordan. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, he's
Ryan Reynolds.
Hal Jordan is-" Yeah, Ryan Reynolds.
I just really like James Gunn and how he does movies, and he managed to throw in characters that most people wouldn't know or wouldn't care about. Like you have Element Man being used as basically a side villain, just being manipulated. No one would have
He
most
made
like
Mr.
non
Terrific
comic
a
book fans would have
star,
no idea
dude.
who the hell he is.
Yeah.
But I
Mr.
just really
Terrific
love,
is a star in this movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's
Um,
crazy.
Nicholas
So
Hoult.
I'm very excited to see the future of James Gunn's DC universe. I loved the Peacemaker TV show, a lot of fun. Number 3, we have F1. This movie
Okay.
was one of those that I really wish I could have seen in theaters because I can't imagine the sound must have been epic.
Dolby's
and just-
different.
Being in an IMAX,
Yeah.
man.
Dolby,
Oof.
no, Dolby is different. Stop saying IMAX.
I actually watched this movie
We'll
3
get to
times
that.
already.
Saying IMAX. Dolby is different.
I watched it twice and I actually threw it on a third time for my dad to watch because my dad never watches movies, and I had it on. He walked in, he did the typical dad kind of standing pose, watching the screen. I'm like, do you want to watch it? So I restarted it, and he actually stayed awake for the entire movie.
Of course he did.
Nice.
What?
This
No,
movie is
he has
sick.
never.
This movie's rewatchable as fuck.
You can cut fingers off my hand, and I can still count the amount of times that he's sat through an entire movie without falling asleep.
Damn.
And this was one of them. So I was like, all right, this is a good movie. If he actually stays awake the entire fucking time, it was like making
True.
comments like, oh, I remember that guy. Like he was talking about people like, that he's watched, in racing. Like, I remember that guy did this, blah, blah, blah. So he had a lot of fun watching it. So I really enjoyed it. Number 2, Sinners.
Oh, thank God. Yeah.
Okay.
My 2 and 1 were back and forth.
me.
It was a tough choice.
What's the
I
number one?
absolutely loved.
Yeah, I'm
Sinners.
confused now. But
I
You're
think I might know
confused?
what's
I'm
coming.
confused as to what number 1 is because
No,
I
I
thought
think
that
I
was
know what's
number 1
coming.
for you.
I think I
but-
know it's
I
coming,
think I
and I'm
know.
excited to hear it.
But,
Alright, so number
But
one was
continuous.
keep going.
Everyone's gonna
Number
have
one was
sinners.
Weapons.
So yeah, okay.
Weapons.
Oh, okay, there we go.
That's
It-
not what I
Awesome.
thought. Oh,
It was a coin toss for me. Because
Get this
obviously
guy in the
they're very
kitchen.
different.
Turn on the
they're very
burners.
different movies. So it was kind of hard for me to pick which one I liked more. Sinners was just, the story was perfect, the acting was incredible, but it was, for me, it was almost a little predictable what was going to happen at some points. Whereas Weapons, I went in completely cold into this movie, and the fact that their trailers gave nothing away, I thought was a very bold
trailers
tactic.
are the best part. The
Well,
trailers
that's
are
the
so
thing. It's
good.
like I watched the trailer. I'm like, I have no idea what the hell this movie's about. And so going into this movie just not knowing anything, I guess made it a little more special because I was like, this is kind of just fun. Like finally a movie that doesn't give anything away in the trailers and just wants you to show up and enjoy a movie. The cast was fun in Weapons. The story was fun. The end scene with just chasing the witch around, I thought was just hilarious. It was like, it was a drama, it was a horror, it was kind of a slapstick comedy at some points, just with the Naruto kind of style running. Like it was a fun movie. So yeah, it was a coin toss for me for Weapons and Sinners. It was, they can go back and forth for me, but yeah, that was my 2 and 1.
All right. I love it. That's a
What
strong
movie
top
did you
five
guys
right
think was
there.
gonna be my 1?
Sinners, but
I thought Marty.
I'll be honest. I thought
I didn't see Marty
Superman
Supreme.
might be up there. Like
It was
I
it was up there at points, but I had to give credit to the
after
better
you
movies.
said what you said about Sinners, I thought there was no way Sinners was getting beat
all right.
personally. But
Howie.
I co-stamp Weapons, even though that's not my top pick. I co-stamp that as an awesome selection.
All right, Howie. 5 through 1. Let's hear it.
Okay, here we go. The top 5 from your boy. I will go ahead, continue on. And number 5 for me was Weapons. It was not number
okay.
1. It was number 5 for me.
Obvious
Pretty
hater
much
shit.
agree with everything she said, though. I absolutely love the story. And also, I want everybody to know, when it comes to horror movies, I am the biggest bitch. I am not a horror person. They terrify me. I have really bad anxiety watching them. But Weapons, like, it was like I was able to like contain it and just watch this movie just transpire, and the storyline behind it. And also, yeah, the trailers didn't really give it away because I didn't know what this was going into it. And
Yeah.
incredible film, like one of the best horror movies, and like technically it's not even horror, it's like a thriller, but one of the best thriller movies that we've had
Suspense
in a long
thriller
time.
movie.
Yeah, it's like a thriller horror-esque.
Hey,
but
if
it
you
was
love,
not even that
if
scary.
you love horror, I have a movie about a murdering monkey that might interest you.
Then
Shut the
try
hell
me.
up.
He doesn't love horror.
Shut the hell up.
Sorry. I just want to
Howie,
make fun
I'm
of Primate.
sorry that this doofus
I wanna
infringed on
make
your
fun of-
list.
I want to make fun of Primate every chance I get. Sorry.
Oh, they're talking about the
This
monkey.
man.
There's a lot of
The
murdering
monkey,
monkey movies.
we'll talk about the monkey
Well,
later.
We'll talk
also.
about the damn monkey in a different list.
We will talk about
Yeah.
that, but
Didn't
We'll
see
talk
it.
about some damn monkeys.
but Weapons, number 5, great film. Love to see more of this stuff. I just can't wait for more in that world. I'm curious how they're going to do it because I heard they're doing the sequels. So
Whoa.
I'm not super
course they
thrilled, but I'm
are.
curious to see how it's going to go.
Yeah,
We like the
leave it
shit
alone.
out of that. Yeah, exactly. Same.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it'll be good. But number 4, and I was glad that this has been in a couple people's lists, which I hyped up to the group. And 3 and 4, it took me a second to really solidify these two. My top 2 was already solidified, I think, long ago. But 3 and 4, I had to think about. Number 4 for me was No Other Choice. That is one of my favorite films of
Good
the
pick.
year.
Good pick.
Park Chan-wook, like, first of all, him being snubbed at the Oscars is outrageous. Like, it's ridiculous how there was no nominations for this film. And I don't know what is the Oscars, international films. Just like, I don't know why they do the things that
You
they do,
almost
but
have to
this
be
should have been
Parasite
nominated for a
to-
lot.
to
Yeah,
get
like
on
after
my list.
Parasite, it's like, all right, we're gonna, or Everything Ever All at Once, which
Right,
wasn't
you
even
would
international
think they
film.
would.
Like, yeah, it's just, I don't know, weird. Anyway, No Other Choice, phenomenal acting, and it was honestly really cool to see because as somebody who is a fan of K-dramas, the main actor being in Squid Game, the main actress is in Crash Landing on You, which is like one of the best shows ever. Seeing these actors get their recognition was just incredible, and I wish they got more from the Oscars. But highly recommend, if you get to see No Other Choice, go see it. Very good film. Number 3, Timothy Chalamet. This boy done did the thing, man. Marty Supreme is number 3. It's Marty Supreme. It's Marty Supreme. This movie is so good. If you've seen Uncut Gems, this is even better than Uncut Gems. I think it blows it out of the water, to be honest with you. Timothy Chalamet, like, we've known in the last couple years that he started to make a name for himself. I think due to woke people up, like, yo, this dude, he's legit, and his performances ever since then has just been incredible. And Marty Supreme is, probably going to be his big Oscar run this year. I think that he's got this one locked in the bag. The film was incredible, very high stakes. You're on your toes the whole time. The performances across the board are great. Tyler Creator made his debut in acting, and he was really good in this too. And man, what a film about ping pong, which ping pong wasn't even that big in the story, I think, until the very end, honestly. And yeah, it's just great film.
I mean, that's a Safdie movie, so I don't know.
Yeah, it all tied in together, but go see Marty Supreme if you haven't. Timothy killed it. Okay, going to the top 2. I will say the top 2 has not changed since the summer. Nothing, was going to knock these 2 off. And number 2 is One Battle After Another. Okay, that's number 2. Sinners was number 1. Okay. Go ahead and dive into both. Right. Leonardo, listen, we all know this man, every time he gets in front of the camera, he's going to go off. He's going to go crazy. This isn't even his best role, I think, but he just did such a great job in this role. And I think, honestly, Chase Infinity put herself on the map. Tiana Taylor had a limited role in this, but I think she did really well with the time that she did have. Sean Penn did a great job. Everybody across the board was just phenomenal. And it's crazy because I think it could have been number 1 for me if I saw it in IMAX. I only saw it in the standard format. I didn't get to see it in IMAX. So I think that could have swayed it a little bit more, but again, across the board, phenomenal story. Chase Infinity, I'm really excited to see what she does next. I think she's another new young Black woman that's going to come into Hollywood and take over, and I'm excited to see how that's going to be. And Leonardo, yeah, he's him. Nothing else to really be said about that. And number 1 for me was Sinners. And again, this is going to be really hard to knock off this movie with the performances that Michael B. Jordan did. He was incredible in this. Like, across the board, all of the actors were phenomenal. And one thing is, it's really hard nowadays for a predominantly Black cast to have like a movie to this caliber. Like, it's not normal. A lot of times when there's a predominantly Black cast in a movie, the movies are terrible budgets, terrible script. They're just not enjoyable. They're throwaway, tax write-offs for movies. But Ryan Coogler, who we know from Black Panther and his work on Creed, is going to cook. And he said, you know what? We're going to have Michael B. Jordan twice. We're going to have this phenomenal supporting cast around him, and we're going to make something amazing. And Sinners, I also didn't even know fully the story going into it, but I picked it up really quick. It's like, if people who don't know, who haven't seen Sinners, it's basically like vampires are like culture vultures. Like, that's how it is in Black culture, when people come into the culture and try to, take our slang, take our look, take everything. And that's basically what the vampires were in. Knew it immediately, and I'm like, yep, this is movie of the year. Nothing's stopping this. Ryan Coogler, give him anything he wants. I'm excited for Black Panther 3. I'm excited for his X-Files show. Whatever he's cooking, I'm there. That's my guy. Case closed.
Hell of a list, Howie. Love it.
I can't argue with that.
A lot of parallels to the list that's coming up.
Yeah, you might have made a lot of ours kind of redundant, but Brandon, you're 5 through 1, and I'm sure we'll get some throwbacks like number 36 and
no, but you
29.
did mention Predator Badlands, and that would have been like 13th or something. I just absolutely did not have on my list. So 92 movies this year. I knew I missed something.
Nice.
I knew I missed something, and it was Predator
still less
Badlands.
than me.
Yeah, well, is what it is. Man, I love everything Josh Safdie does. I love what the Safdie brothers do in terms of movies sometimes. And number 5, Marty Supreme. This movie
Hey,
is locked. This movie is obscene, and just the stuff that Marty Mauser does is unhinged, and I loved every second of it. Now, I will say this. Is this movie, I'm usually a guy who's like, give me 30, 20 more minutes, give me a little bit more to this movie. Is this movie 20 minutes too long? Maybe. Maybe it is. Maybe that keeps it from being like the number one movie of the year. But I'll say this. They absolutely crushed the casting, the direction, the making table tennis and ping pong look cool as fuck. When Dion Luke Manley goes, of course it's not an original ball. Of course it's orange. It's a Marty Supreme. It's not a fucking original. It's a ball for an unoriginal guy. It's like everything about this movie is just awesome.
You got that horribly wrong, but yeah.
I know.
I know what you meant. You were cooking.
Yeah, I'm at a loss for words at how like absurd some of the comments in this movie are. Some of the quotes from some of the some of the quotes, and yeah, it's just such a good film. Like it really is. Like it's a fun and exciting film, and it hits you over the head like right away, like many Safdie movies do. So yeah, number 5 for me. Number 4, a movie that I texted the group after I saw the trailer and was like, y'all, we might be looking like a top 5 movie of the year. And everyone's like, yeah, well, I don't know if they're going to make it work. It's a Stephen King movie. I mean, it looks okay in the trailer. Like, let's see what happens. No, I'm telling you guys, I watched the trailer. I immediately went to Audible. I bought the audiobook. I listened to the audiobook. And then I was like, if they don't crush this, I'm going to be pissed. They crushed it. Literally, the only reason this isn't higher on my list is because of the ending and the fact that they changed it.
I don't think you've said the name of the movie yet.
I'm not gonna spoil the ending, but my number 4 movie of the year is The Long Walk. This movie is awesome, and it depicts a dystopian environment, which I'm not gonna like get into all that aspects and stuff like that, but it's just the relationships they build inside the movie. It's great acting, and it's great direction by a person who's handled that type of dystopian world before. And after like listening to the audiobook, I love the book. I think it's a great book. I think Stephen King, like he wrote this under like a pseudonym, like really young age. Like this is young Stephen King, so it's like grimy, nasty, and they nailed that aspect of it. The only downside for me is they changed the ending, and I actually hate it. I hate that they changed the ending. I just do. I'm not. People can watch it. They can decide for themselves if they like it. But I'm telling you, from
Which
a
is
person
kind of funny because
who knew
Stephen
the book.
King's like notoriously known for having terrible endings to his books.
I think his ending to his book is a lot better than the ending they decided to have for this movie.
Okay.
But that's just a personal opinion. Again, awesome movie, great direction, grimy, nasty, disgusting, vulgar. Like this movie doesn't hold back when it's like we're gonna show you like teenagers getting like murdered in the street. Like we're not holding back. Like this is like real shit. So yeah, Lawrence in terms of like direction crushed this movie. And the acting, you'll get to it, Mitchell, when you talk about it, I'm sure. But the acting from those two guys in the lead
I already
is
talked
just
about The Long Walk.
oh well, yeah, that's right, you did. You've already said it. Like Cooper Hoffman and they crushed it. So yeah. Number 3 for me, Weapons. I'm just gonna keep it really short. You know, they did their thing. Krieger. I think I'm there. It's like appointment. Movie watching for me now. Whenever he makes a movie, I'm gonna be there and I'm gonna watch it. He's kind of like crossed that threshold. I saw this movie 3 times in theaters, and every single time I saw it, I was like picking up new things and we've kind of already touched on like how great this movie is. So yeah. Number two. Sorry, if people can't tell, I'm battling sickness. One battle after another is number two for me. I will say this: it's really close to being number one. This movie is great. It's awesome. The scene where they're going over the hill with the car, and it's the car chase. That is the one time
Oh.
I will tell everyone IMAX is better than Dolby. That's the one time I will tell you that IMAX is better than Dolby. Every other time it's
Quote
Dolby.
that and put it on the poster, boys. We
Yeah.
got him.
Yeah, we got him.
We gotta bring this man to Lincoln Square, man. We gotta change his mind.
Yes,
we
yeah,
gotta
but
bring
we
him there.
do.
So there's a difference between IMAX and 70mm IMAX. Can we agree with that? There's a difference.
Okay, that's fair. I'll take that.
There's a difference. Number one, the most rewatchable movie of the year. I've seen this movie 9 times.
Damn. That's where I was with Doom last year.
I sometimes just pull up this movie and go to the end of the movie and watch the end. That movie is Sinners. Sinners is incredible. Kugler is appointment viewing. If that man is doing something, I am there. If that man is writing something on his desk, I want a live feed. Like, I want streaming access to everything that Ryan Coogler does. That's kind of creepy.
Dude, you're about one comment away from a restraining order from
I was
Ryan
gonna
Coogler.
say he's like, I'm just taking a piss here, man.
But no, seriously, Ryan Coogler. I mean, he's electric as his direction, just the way they wrote this movie, and Michael B. Jordan crushes the two roles.
Times two.
Yeah, times two. And the way he can play the two different brothers, the two twins, and like make it work, and they have like different personalities. Like he's a very talented actor that I think is starting to like apex. Like he's reaching like that point where he's apexing in terms of his talent. Yeah, this movie's awesome. Like I said, watched it 9 times, and I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I'll just get it out there. Best scene of the year is the final scene of the movie when it's mid-credit scene, and it's a shame that some people didn't watch that scene, because that scene is like wraps the whole movie up. And when Michael B. Jordan's character like leans over and goes like, starts sniffing him and is like, "Oh, I can smell the death on you," like that's some real acting from everybody involved in that scene. And we're gonna find out if I want to make sure I get this right, because sometimes I mess up people's names. But we're gonna find out if Miles Caton, like, this could be like his big time break. Like, Miles Caton crushed this movie. He absolutely crushed it. So if we look back in like 10 years and we're like, oh, that's the point that Miles Caton became like a star, then like I wouldn't be surprised. That man can absolutely sing, and he can absolutely act his ass off.
Hell yeah. I can't really object to too much of that, although there will be one point that I am slightly disappointed in you for, but we'll get to that
Okay.
right now, actually.
Okay.
The toughest decision in my 5 through 1, my toughest decision in this entire list was between number 4 and number 5. Do I go by what movie I gave a higher grade to? Or do I go by the movie that I just find myself rewatching? And it just keeps coming back.
I do it by the
for me,
grade.
rewatchability always goes higher on my list.
I do it by the grade, but the grade kind of ties into rewatchability. But I get what you're
So, at my number 5, I'm going to go with the movie that I gave the better grade to. So number 5 is Weapons for me.
Okay.
That's going to be my number 5. And the fact that this is number 5 is nuts. It's insane that a movie of this quality is number 5 for me. I legitimately think that the scene at the end of the movie where they're all running after her might be my favorite scene in movies for the whole year.
Oh, yeah.
The amount of just stress relief I get from that scene, it's so great. I think that Amy Madigan's awesome. Julia Garner's fantastic. Josh Brolin had himself another great year of movies. This is a great movie. Number 4, a movie that I gave I gave it a lower grade, and maybe I'll regret. I went back and forth, and honestly, on this little notepad here, I have the movie that I gave number 4 at number 5, and number 5 at number 4. So this was just a split second decision. But number
No
4,
regrets.
I gotta go F1. I gotta go F1 at number 4 because this was the movie I saw the most in theaters all year. I just kind of kept getting called back to the experience, man. I saw this movie in IMAX. I saw this movie in Dolby, and look, I'm a bit of an IMAX snob. I like I would be a size queen. I'll say that. It does matter, but Dolby slapped for this thing. If you're gonna see a Joseph Kaczynski movie, I think you got to see it
he
in Dolby.
understands
Top
Dolby
Gun.
more than anyone else, I think.
Well,
right?
I think he just utilizes it really well.
Yeah.
This was I think that the racing in this is incredible. Is it the best script of the year? No, it's not. But it's a racing movie, and the racing is great, and it just has you enthralled the whole time. We could be back here in 5 years, and I'm like, yeah, F1 was my number 1 movie of that year. I just keep coming back, and I keep rewatching it. But right now, I cannot put it any higher than 4. I just can't. I almost feel like I'm stretching things, putting it at 4 above Weapons, but it is what it is. Number 3. This is the part where we're going to get a little redundant, but it is what it is. Number 3. Lil Timmy Tim came ready to play with Marty Supreme. I have been a ride or die for Timothée Chalamet ever since I first saw the movie Call Me by Your Name. And I was like, this kid has the fucking sauce. This is it. And I remember thinking, this is the next DiCaprio, so y'all bitches better get ready. And I hope you bitches got ready because he has been on a tear between this, Beautiful Boy, Little Women, the Dune movies, A Complete Unknown, Bones and All. This dude is just killing it, and he's gonna win the Oscar for this movie. He should win the Oscar for this movie, like he should have with Call Me by Your Name. But it's the Timothée Chalamet show, but Josh Safdie just knows how to craft a movie that just has you stressed out, man. It just has you stressed out. Tyler, the Creator, was great. I think that the women in this movie need a little bit more credit than they've been getting. I think that Odessa Azion should have been Oscar nominated for this. And I would have loved to have seen Gwyneth Paltrow get nominated for this too. Because whenever she was on screen, I was thoroughly into whatever she was doing and the dynamic between her and Timothée Chalamet. But at the end of the day, it is the Timothée Chalamet show. And that is a show that I will gladly be there for any new seasons, new episodes, reruns, whatever. Give me the Chalamet. Number 2, again, we're doing the same thing, but it is what it is. We share very similar movie brains. This was close, my number 1 and number 2. Last year, it wasn't close between Dune 2 and Anora. There was no competition. But number two is one battle after another.
He makes the right call. Oh.
You also know that I'm a big DiCaprio guy, and a lot of years I would have been.
What?
Oh yes, I would have been pounding my chest for DiCaprio to win the Oscar most years. I think Benicio del Toro should win the Oscar for this movie rather than Sean Penn.
Oh, that's a great pick. Yeah,
I think Del Toro's phenomenal in this thing. And yeah, Chase Infinity should have been nominated. I think this is a star-making performance by her. But the real standout here, and I'm surprised that you even talked about this, Brandon, I've got to give love to Paul Thomas Anderson because I have been a Paul Thomas Anderson
I was leaving for you.
We did not finish Phantom Thread when we saw that in theaters, and I will watch that at some point this year. It will happen. So I need to give that its day in court. I watched The Master, and I thought The Master was fine. Licorice Pizza was not a fan of it, and I know but I did see There Will Be Blood in theaters, and There Will Be Blood is damn near a Hall of Fame entry. I think it's even better than One Battle After Another. This is a director that clearly I was not familiar with his game, and I'm learning about his game because this is an incredibly well-directed movie that's tense throughout, and I think, unfortunately, not to get too deep into things, timely. It is very timely,
Yeah.
and it's probably going to win Best Picture, but not just because of that timeliness, but because of the fact that it's just a really damn good movie.
You don't have you don't have it as a Hall of Fame movie?
What? There Will Be Blood?
No, One Battle After Another.
I do not have any movie from this year in the Hall of Fame.
Well, I'll go ahead and flat out say it. My top 2 movies are Hall of Fame entries, but maybe I'm
Okay.
just
All of
higher on
them?
Hall of Fame. No, my top 2.
Oh, okay. I think it's the top 10. I'm like, damn.
No,
This is insane.
What are we doing? I'm not making stuff
and
up.
you're like, yeah, it's one a great year. But
no, I will go back and rewatch these 2 movies over and over and over again, I think.
Number 1, Sinners. And this isn't a new thing. You've heard it from Howie, you've heard it from Brandon, and you heard it from Tommy too. He had Sinners at number 2, you giant hater. But
You motherfucker.
Ryan
I said it was a
Coogler-
coin toss.
Ryan Coogler has had me for longer than I feel like most people. And so is Michael B. Maybe not Michael B. Jordan, because I didn't watch The Wire. And I know Brandon's going to kill me for that.
Oh, Friday
But
Night Lights.
I remember watching Michael B. Jordan in Chronicle and thinking, I'd like to see more from that guy.
Yeah, he
like
can act.
he was really good.
Yeah.
But and because of the fact that I liked Michael B. Jordan so much in Chronicle, I didn't know anything about the movie Fruitvale Station when I went to go see that in 2013, directed by a young Ryan Coogler, starring a young Michael B. Jordan. And I left that movie going, holy mother of God, was that incredible. That is such a great, well-made, well-acted movie. I can't wait to see what both of these guys do next. And I did not know that I would be watching what I think is becoming the next DiCaprio Scorsese pairing. Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan just do such great. Yeah, they're great apart too. It's not like they need each other to do well, but when they get together, I mean, Fruitvale Station, Creed, Black Panther, and now Sinners, which I think is the best out of all of them. This is such an incredible, fun, heartfelt, exciting, devastating movie. I'm so happy that Michael B. Jordan got nominated for this, but I think we all expected that to be the case. But Delroy Lindo in this thing, I'm over the moon that he was nominated for this role because he provides so much in limited screen time, but he's great. I thought that Haley Steinfeld was fantastic. Wunmi Masaku earned her Oscar nomination as well. Jack O'Connell, I mean,
yeah, he's on it.
If you've seen The Bone Temple, you know that Jack O'Connell and great performances in horror movies isn't just limited to Sinners. He's great in that too. Might be a preview for next year's top 10 list. But Sinners, man, this was one that I knew as soon as I saw it that it was at the very least going to compete for the top spot. And I just kept waiting all year for something to pass it, and nothing did. So, Sinners, my number 1 movie of 2025.
Yes, sir.
So,
Coogler, man. He's the one.
Coogler, he's at the point now where if he's directing it, I mean, he was already at the point where if he's directing a movie, it's in my top 10 most anticipated. And Sinners was in my top 5, but he's in that, like, Nolan, Denis Villeneuve level now, where it's a major event if he's directing something.
I believe he's already confirmed that the next movie he's doing is Black Panther 3. So we have
well,
that.
then Black Panther
there.
3 is an event then, even though I would love to see him continue to do more original stuff.
I think you said this, but I just want to pose this question real quick. Michael B. Jordan's best acting performance, right? And Coogler's best direction.
No,
Yeah,
I still think Michael B. Jordan's best acting performance is in Fruitvale Station.
Okay, I haven't seen.
I think
Fruitvale,
that-
Okay,
to
that's
be
fair.
I
That's
think
fair.
that's
Yeah.
one that's just going to be tough to top, man. He kind of peaked early in that regard, but he
Fair
is
enough.
great here too.
I think he's hitting his stride though. Like he can do anything.
He's great in Creed. He's great in Black Panther. He's great here. I really do think his best work is with Ryan Coogler, but I mean, he's great, and he's a good director too. I mean, Creed 3 was a very well directed movie, so he's great behind the camera as well. Can't wait to see. He's got a movie coming out. I think the Thomas Crown Affair, that's coming out at some point, either this year or next. So,
Michael B. Jordan and Austin Butler doing Miami Vice.
Ooh. With
That's
Joseph
gonna be crazy.
Kosinski
With the
directing
F1 director,
too.
that's gonna be
Yeah.
crazy.
Is that like
That's
a
gonna be
remake?
hype.
Is that a remake?
Yes. Yeah. All
God,
right. Are we
that's
ready
gonna
for the? I can be quick with the worst in the mid metal stand.
Yeah, please.
All right. So I'll start with the worst list and then go to the mid metal stand. So, honorable mention for the worst list. Back in action. Cameron Diaz, unretired from acting. You can go back, ma'am. It's fine. We've kind of evolved past the need for Cameron Diaz. I know what you did last summer. Yeah, I know what you did last summer. If you were working on this movie, you made a piece of shit horror movie. Jurassic World Rebirth. More like Jurassic World Afterbirth. I was not a fan of this thing at all. Is it as bad as Fallen Kingdom? No. That's not what we should be shooting for, though, especially when you have Mahershala Ali, Scarlett Johansson, and the director of The Creator in Rogue One. You should do better. Do better. Lilo and Stitch. Tommy, I know this was the first movie you ever saw with your daughter. I'm sorry that you didn't pick a better one, but you know what? It is what it is.
I'm so glad I didn't watch it. Like, I'm actually glad I didn't watch it.
That movie actually pissed me off, especially after we watched the original so close to it. That was rough. And then this movie didn't make the lists. I might be the only person to not put it on the list, but I'm sorry. I thought Rachel Zegler was actually halfway decent in Snow White, and she saved it from being... I mean, the movie around her is awful. I mean, I think Gal Gadot should be imprisoned for how bad she is in that movie, but Rachel Zegler can sing. What can I say? Rachel Zegler can sing. You're not a fan of that.
Is that like honorable mentions for the bottom?
Yeah.
Is that like the bottom?
Yeah.
Bottom? Okay.
Oh, that was my honorable mention.
Oh wow. Okay.
Number 10.
I had some of those in my bottom. Yeah. But...
Number 10. Mel Gibson. What the fuck are you doing, man? Flight Risk was terrible. Mark Wahlberg kept going on about how he wanted to rape people. It was just. It was a really weird movie,
it was
man.
quite a movie. Yeah.
I think
all over the damn place.
I think Wahlberg got that script and was like, "I got to do something." Like,
I got to do something, man. I
think
can't
Wahlberg's
just
at the
work
point of
with
just desperation in his career. Like, he's just in crappy movies all the time.
Yeah. Well, he gets paid, so.
Yeah. I should have been paid to watch number 9, Until Dawn.
Whoa.
Just the most boring.
I heard things.
Just awful, just nothing movie. It's a movie that you gain nothing by watching, except hey, that's going on my worst list, and I can't remember a single character. It's just bland and forgettable. Number 8. This was not bland and forgettable. It was just really bad, and that's The Monkey. I tried to tell people that Longlegs was overrated. They didn't listen to me, and so now we got this piece of crap. I think that Theo James is, just no one put him in a wet paper bag because I don't think he'll be able to act his way out of it. He really struggled in this thing, and I struggled to make it to the entirety of this movie. It was really bad. Number 7. Have you ever seen a movie in theaters and go, wait a minute, what are you doing here? That was my experience watching Freakier Friday, a movie that was very clearly supposed to have debuted on Disney Plus and stayed on Disney Plus.
Definitely down there. Definitely down the list.
This was a movie that made me go, I see why Donald Trump won re-election. Just because if the alternative is people acting like because if people were acting like this, I understand some people going, we could go the alternative route. That'd be great. Not that I, endorse that dude at all. Fuck that guy. But this was just awful in every single possible way. Number 6. I liked The Housemaid. I thought The Housemaid was actually a pretty good movie. But Paul Feig made 2 movies this year. And
Okay.
another simple favor needed to be another movie that just plain didn't get made. I liked the first Simple Favor. I thought it was a fun, kind of mystery movie with Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick and Henry Golding. Remember when he was a thing? Another Simple Favor was just regurgitated nonsense. I legitimately think that what's her name from The West Wing that won an Oscar? Whatever her name is, I forget what her damn name is. She needs to return her Oscar for I, Tonya and give it to Laurie Metcalf for Lady Bird because she was that bad in this thing. And I genuinely like her.
Actually giving away the Oscar.
Yeah, I think that you were so bad in this that you do not deserve to have an Oscar. Allison Janney, that's who I'm talking about. Yeah. She sucks donkey dicks in this. Not literally, but like just figuratively speaking.
She's good in like 90% of things she's in. So
yeah, well, this is the 10%. Number 5. This would be my exact reaction if Sarah said that she wanted to watch this movie. I'd be like, honey, don't bother, please. Margaret Qualley, you need to start declining calls from Ethan Coen because I did not like whatever the fucking movie was with them last year. Brandon, what was the movie that we saw?
Oh my
together?
God, Drive Away Doll, right?
Yeah, Drive Away Dolls was not good, but it was much better than this. Because I at least thought Margaret Qualley was good in that. I don't think anyone's good in this.
Did you watch what I think you watched?
What?
Oh Honey Don't or whatever.
I'm talking about Honey Don't, Brandon.
Honey Don't. Can I say something? I tried to watch that movie. I turned it off after Chris Evans' character started.
He was my favorite part.
No,
he's my favorite part of the movie.
I turned that off. I couldn't take this movie seriously. Like,
do you know how bad this movie was?
Well, I don't know. I turned it off 30 minutes in.
It forces me to say these words. Aubrey Plaza was terrible in this.
No,
terrible. She got out of Megalopolis unscathed. Like,
yeah, she got
away to work with Megalopolis.
She crushed Megalopolis.
Yeah, no, this not so much. This crushed her. Number 4, Smurfs. Stop trying.
Oh, true.
You
Smurfs
stop. Now, Smurfs 2 is my Vietnam, so it's not the worst Smurfs movie ever made, but it tries to get to that level.
We're mixed. We're hitting a counterpoint. I gave this a C-, Smurfs, by the way.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I didn't think it was that bad.
You gave Smurfs a C-?
Could have been worse.
Yeah, it was. No, I'm going to find something that you gave a lower grade, and I'm going to roast you for it as soon as I'm done with this list. Number 3, how do you make a movie worse than Five Nights at Freddy's? Well, Five Nights at Freddy's 2. This is a movie that no one wanted to be in, and least of all me. I didn't want to be in that theater watching it. It was the atrocious movie. I hated every second I was in there. Not even McKenna Grace could save this thing. Just pass. Not a fan at all. Number 2, I swear I don't just hate video game movies, but video game movies have a tendency to suck. And a Minecraft movie made me contemplate the sweet release of death. I liked none of this. If you can make... I wanted Jason Momoa's character in this movie to get hit by a school bus. And, like, it made me contemplate whether or not I wanted Jason Momoa, the actor, to get hit by a school bus. Now, luckily... Luckily,
we're getting crazy now.
I do not condone this. I do not condone
I don't condone that either.
Now, luckily, I look back and I'm like, I remember his time in Dune. Nah, we can stop. Let's pump the brakes on the school bus. But the fact that this was like one of the highest grossing movies of the year makes me wonder if we deserve a future as a society.
It's my
chicken jockey.
Yeah, chicken jockey, dude.
My God. Fuck the chicken jockey. Number 1. This was never in doubt. This was never in question. This was always going to be the Ice Cube War of the Worlds.
Mm-hmm.
It was never going to be in competition. This is just one of the worst movies that has been made. It's hilarious. It is one of the best comedies you will ever see. But that being said, this movie should have never seen the light of day. They should have been like, you know what? We're going to take a tax write-off on this thing, and we're just going to get out of here clean. and Ice Cube would go, "Whoo, fuck! No one gets to see that thing." But they released it like 4 years after they made it, and we all had to watch as Amazon saved the world. Yeah,
Microsoft
no.
Teams.
Yeah, Microsoft Teams just.
How many ads for screens could you possibly have?
Oh, Ice Cube, you're now a member of the Disruptors. Yeah, disrupt these nuts, bitch. I hated War of the Worlds. And that is my number one worst movie of the year.
All right, I'm gonna fill in the gap with some movies that weren't mentioned. I will say I only have 2 Fs this year. Very sad disappointment on my part. Yeah, I just didn't watch enough bad
I had
movies.
5.
To be fair, Flight Risk got dangerously close to an F. So
Yeah.
might as well have been. But I think Mark Wahlberg pushed it over the F5 for me, if I'm being honest. Hurry Up Tomorrow, D-, trash
Oh.
movie. SpongeBob movie Search for SquarePants, also
Ooh.
D-. Shelby Oaks, D-.
I've heard some things.
Yeah, The King of Kings, D-. Valiant 1, Not How You Make a War Movie, D+. And Karate Kid Legends, D+. And Cleaner, D+. A movie that actually missed my bottom 10 of the year, The Outer Nights, which may or may not have been one of my most anticipated movies of the year last year.
Yeah, he's trying to sweep that one under the rug.
Hey, we all make mistakes.
It's okay. Americana, bad movie. Also wanted to give that a shout out.
Oh yeah.
But what was your number one?
Oh, War of the World. Or War of the Screens, whatever,
Yeah.
whatever they want to call that movie.
War of the Scriptwriters, yeah. Tommy, Howie, do you have anything to add on the bad movie front?
Oh yes.
Tommy, you go first. You got it.
Did you watch more Fs than I did?
I'll do a quick rundown. I Know What You Did Last Summer was 10 for me. Minecraft 9, Snow White 8, Ice Road Vengeance. Holy shit, Liam Neeson, stop acting.
That's
Valiant,
a movie?
Yes.
Okay, I need to watch it. Holy shit.
It's bad. Valiant 1, absolutely atrocious.
Okay, thank
it's
you.
not
Someone watched it.
It's very hard to fuck up a war movie when all you gotta do is just make people kill each other.
Thank
Somehow they managed to fuck it up. Flight Risk was 5. The Strangers Chapter 2, which I just watched, absolutely atrocious. The Family Planet 2 was just stupid. Another Mark Wahlberg, why are you still doing movies? Mountainhead was number 2. That was just bored me to tears.
Wait, excuse me? You picked a movie that I've never even fucking heard of? That should have deserved an award, honestly.
It's got Steve Carell in it, so I was like, oh, maybe this won't be that bad.
Man, I need to find this movie. They buried that shit.
Yeah, Mountainhead, absolutely terrible. And of course, number 1, War of the Worlds.
Dang. All right, I'll wrap up the worst
So
list
a Minecraft
here.
movie was not on your bottom 10.
Minecraft was 9, bro.
Yeah, it was.
Come on.
Yeah, it was in there.
Pay attention.
Okay.
Yeah, pay attention.
Sorry. I was.
You don't
I
really
was
like listening when other people talk.
I was
do you?
honestly thrown off by the fact that he picked a movie that I've literally never heard of. Like, yeah.
Good for you, man.
But that happened after.
No, I know it.
I
did.
mentioned Minecraft.
I'm still in shock. Sorry.
Crazy. Okay, going on for me for my bottom 10. This movie was number 48 out of 57 to start it off, just so everybody knows. Snow White, I with Mitchell. Rachel Zegler literally saved that movie. I honestly really enjoyed her. Everything else about it, was not very great. So that was number 10 for me. Number 9, I'm sure nobody have probably heard this movie, but Dark Nuns. It's a Korean movie. The big reason why I wanted to go watch this movie was because one of my favorite actresses from this K-drama, Song Hye-kyo, was in it, and
is
the movie was terrible.
Is that a Nuns 4 sequel? Like what? What?
It's a sequel. It was a Dark Nun, and it's Dark Nuns.
Oh
It's
my
two.
God.
Not a very good movie. Let me.
You know, that's like the Oregon.
Now there's 2 of them.
Mitchell. That's like the Oregon. That's like the Oregon Trail. When, that movie was on my list.
That's rough. That's rough.
Yeah. That's
Dark Nuns.
Well, Dark Nuns, I don't recommend it. Not a very good movie. Number 8 was The Monkey. Another movie not very good. Number 7, Hard Eyes. I think this movie had some fun elements to it, but again, was it a good movie? No,
No, it was
definitely
awful.
not. Number
I second
6.
That. I second that, by the way.
I do not.
Number 6, Eddington. Number 6.
You
on
are
the bottom 10
shitting me.
was
I knew I liked you,
shit on
Howie.
that, you shit on that more than I did.
This dude.
I
that
knew I
last
liked
act
you, Howie.
was
This dude.
horrible.
You
We had
can't
no
ever
clue how
say
to
that
end.
was
Ari
so
Aster
bad.
never knows how to end his damn
You can't
movies.
ever say anything to me ever again about grading movies, Mitchell. I can put Mercy on my top 10 list. You can't ever say anything about this dude.
Yeah, I could say things like, "Damn, that's a shitty ass list, Brandon."
Smurfs
like,
Smurfs
Eddington
with the
that
C
high?
minus. Smurfs with the C minus is such a better grade than giving Eddington an F.
This man
What a
saw
joke.
Smurfs and said, "Huh, it's not that bad."
Me too. If it makes you feel better, Eddington, I gave it a C. Okay, I didn't watch a lot of bad movies.
Okay, thank
So
God.
this,
Yeah,
Okay,
Ho-
I-
this
Howie
is
went
like
Howie
I
went
can-
for quality this
Okay,
year.
my fault. Okay, thank God.
there's not a lot of bad
myself.
movies that I watched this year, so
Okay.
it wasn't horrible. It just
Then it
the last act
probably
was
is.
just
It probably is Smurfs
Like-
level of bad grading at that point. So fair enough.
Number 5 was Love Hurts. I was hoping this movie would be better. It was just not good at all. Like,
I didn't hate
Nothing
it,
about it
but
stuck
I
with
was
me.
disappointed.
yeah, it was, Number 4, as Mitchell said, video game movies. It seemed like we were having a trend where they were starting to be pretty good. Sonic was definitely doing a lot of the load there, and then the TV shows. A
Yeah,
Minecraft
the good
movie.
shows.
The shows have been good, but a Minecraft movie, man. Like I
mean,
knew
it
watching
was
that trailer,
bad.
I was like,
you don't
yeah,
have to defend it. It was bad.
it was bad.
Well, he's not
was
defending it.
very
It's on his
bad.
bottom 4 of the year.
Yeah, but his bottom. Well, now that we know, his bottom is like C's. So I feel kind of
Well,
bad that they're
Minecraft
on
movie,
the
I
bottom
think-
list.
I think Minecraft. I can't remember. I think it had a D plus or a D. So we're getting to the
Okay.
D's now.
All right,
There's
fair
only
enough.
one F.
There's
There's
some
only one
Ds
F
on it.
here.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Thank God.
Now I know this next one, I'm about to get some slack for, and I can't wait. But I absolutely hated Friendship. I hated this movie.
Oh my God.
Nothing about it I liked. I thought this was. I did not laugh once.
You lost
Howie-
me again, Howie.
Howie,
This
I'm with you.
movie. Come
Thank you.
on.
What?
I hate
There-
it.
You
there's
support?
there's a clear
Yes.
line of demarcation in terms of this podcast where I have it set up where it's Howie and Tommy at the bottom and Brandon and Mitchell at the top. There's a clear line being drawn right
It's a-
now between right across the screen between who has
I
the
just don't think
sense
Tim
of comedy
Robinson's
and who
humor.
doesn't. Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't think his comedy's for me. I think it's what I realized.
That's
I just
exactly
did
what I
not
told
like it.
Mitchell when I said I didn't like that movie at all.
Interesting.
Like
Interesting.
me and 2 other people
Throw
went
that
to
on
this
my
movie. We
honorable
all looked at each
mentions
other
list.
like we looked at each other like, yo,
That's
like,
two
yo, this
honorable
movie
mentions
sucked. Like,
on his bottom tip.
The scene
Half the
at
movie
the
was spent in the
subway,
sewer.
the scene at the subway, and the scene where he goes through the glass door again. Hardest I've laughed in the movies. Like, love it.
I ain't laugh. I ain't laugh once. I was
cringed.
like, this is dumb. This
I
is it got a
cringed.
D. It got a D from me. Okay, that's how I felt about Friendship.
See,
But it's okay because it wasn't the worst. Because this movie, right after Flight Risk, was horrible.
Trash.
Like, what in the fuck was this movie? Like, again, you can see some of these movies. You can see some of like, okay, like there's a little bit to take from this. There was nothing to take from this movie. It was just bad. Mark Wahlberg, like, disappointed in you for this movie, man. It's terrible. But you're not the worst. You're not the worst. And I don't think anybody will have this on their bottom list. I'd be very surprised if they did, if they even seen
Is
this
it Dark
movie.
Nuns
Because
too?
I'm not a Star Trek fan. I'm not a Star Trek fan, so I want to preface this. But I watched Star Trek Section 31. The reason why I watched it was because I was doing some research for a job interview months ago, and I watched it just to kind of get some research in. And this might be one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. It
I've
was
heard some
very
things.
bad. Michelle Yeoh was the lead in this movie, and it was horrible. Like, it was like one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It was like, I don't even know what else to say about it. It was terrible.
I don't even know what else to say about
Did
it.
you not see
was-
Five Nights at Freddy's 2?
I did not. I did not see
didn't
War of
either.
the
I did
Worlds,
not
so I
either,
did not see
so-
that.
Wait, I'm the only one
Yeah.
that's seen it. Okay, we would have heard that movie a lot more had you guys seen it, because that is an unforgivable movie.
Wait, what movie?
I don't know. Watch Star
Five
Trek
Nights at
Section
Freddy's
31.
2, Brandon.
Yeah. I hadn't. Look, I'm avoiding it because I know how bad I'm gonna hate it. So.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
gonna say
need
this
more
too
worst
for
list
Star
material.
Trek. Like reviews from everybody, as in everything, like everyone makes their own opinion. But this movie has a 1.7 on Letterboxd.
I mean,
Letterbox.
Letterbox usually gives you like a star bump with like no matter what.
Yeah,
what it is.
1.7.
So that really means it's like a 0.7 star movie.
By the
Yeah,
way,
it's terrible.
War of the Worlds has a 1.0. I don't think I've ever seen a
Well,
grade
so
that low.
I don't even think that should be graded then, because it'd be a zero if we retroactive.
That's a zero.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, for my mid-middle stand before we move on to the most anticipated of 2026. The bronze on the mid-middle stand. I figured it would end up on someone's worst list, and luckily enough, it did. I think I just liked Hard Eyes more than everyone else. That is the bronze on my metal stand, but I thought it was a little too enjoyable to get higher on this list. I thought the two leads had chemistry, but yeah, there was a lot of just goofy ass moments and could have been better. Silver, Last Breath. I think Tommy's the only one that's seen this one.
I wanted to see this, and then you told me it was such like a mid-metal stand contender that I was like,
it's the
I'm
most in one ear, out the other movie.
Yep.
But my gold on the mid-metal stand, another one that has ended up on a worse list, and I'm kind of surprised because Karate Kid Legends takes the honor for the most mid movie of 2025, and I was excited for it. I actually think the lead performance was pretty good. I think that whoever edited this movie, maybe I should stop saying things that could incriminate me, but whoever edited this movie maybe just shouldn't be allowed to eat food. I don't know, but
Mitchell,
an
it's
atrocious
very
editing
obvious. It's very obvious that it's like a Netflix spin-off to the series.
No, the person that directed this movie, or the person that edited this movie, was like editing it like straight to TikTok or something. It was just awful.
By the way, I gave it a D+, so I can't believe you gave that a C.
Yeah, that's a C movie for me.
That's
so actually, I think that might have been like a C+. But
movie's
like,
rough. Movie's rough.
It could have been a lot better. All right. We're turning the page from 2025 to 2026. 2026 most anticipated.
Can I give one mid movie that isn't on your mid metal stand?
Let's
but
hear
it
it.
would be my number one, Locked. This
What is
movie is where the guy gets trapped in a car.
That was terrible.
Oh my
Locked?
god.
That was
such,
terrible.
Honestly,
all right.
honestly, I
It's a
get
good
that
mid
opinion.
choice.
I get that opinion. I understand why it could be terrible. I was actually so, like, it was almost hilarious how ridiculous it was getting.
That was such a waste of Bill Skarsgård and Anthony Hopkins' talent.
Yes, and that's why it's more mid-metal stand to me than like actual worst movie of the year or a D+ movie. Very much locked in as a C 23.3 on my list.
Nice.
Locked. I just want to give that a little shout out because I was watching that movie and I was like, to what Tommy said, this is such a waste of Anthony Hopkins and Bill Skarsgård, and it deserves to be on the mid-metal stand. So yeah.
All right. I'll run through my top 10 most anticipated real quickly.
Okay.
Number 10. I'm disappointed that it's going to Netflix, but it will have a theatrical release at a point. But whenever Greta Gerwig makes a movie, it's got to be on the top 10. That's Narnia the Magician's Nephew. As someone that was not a fan of the original Narnia trilogy, I really hope that they can reboot the franchise and get things right, and Greta Gerwig seems like as good of a choice as any to make that happen. Number 9, Hunger Games Sunrise on the Reaping. I just have such a good time with these movies. I think the cast is outrageous. I mean, you've got Jesse Plemons, you've got Ralph Fiennes, you've got Kieran Culkin, you've got McKenna Grace, you've got Ben Yang from that Karate Kid movie. I just think that the cast. Oh, you've got how did I forget this? You got Elle Fanning as Effie Trinket. That's gonna be lit. Can't wait for this movie. It's gonna be a great time. Number 8, Digger. That's a movie
Yes.
directed by Alejandro Gonzalez Iñárritu, starring Tom Cruise. I'm very excited for this one. I think that this is going to be Tom Cruise maybe going into Oscar mode. Can't wait for it. Number 7, the one that comes out first this year, that being Project Hail Mary, directed by Phil Lord and Chris Miller, starring Ryan Gosling, also based on a book by the same guy that wrote The Martian. So
Yep.
I am all the way in on this one on March 20th. Number 6, you can't get me to talk bad about this series. It's impossible. It won't happen. Toy Story 5. I've loved every single one, and yes, would have loved it if they stopped at 3, but I loved 4. Would have loved it if they stopped at 4, but I
Yeah.
love what the idea of 5 is and kind of going after like iPad kids and that kind of thing. I just think that that's awesome, and I think that there's a story there. So excited for that. Number 5. We talked about directors that have moved their way up into like Ryan Coogler, Christopher Nolan, Denis Villeneuve. Robert Eggers is there. Werewolf, December 25th. He's got another one of these movies coming out on Christmas Day. Loved Nosferatu. Can't wait to do it again. Can't wait to do it again with him this Christmas on Werewolf. Number 4. It's been too long. Spider-Man Brand New Day. Love that we're getting finally. It feels like forever since No Way Home came out. Really wanted to see what they do with that, and hopefully they actually do something with it, and they don't just kind of like brush it off and make it an easy fix. They actually do something with it. But I've really enjoyed the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. Think they're underrated. Can't wait to see this. Number 3, Avengers Doomsday, which is the lowest that I've ever had an Avengers movie on like a most anticipated list since the first one. But part of that is I really have no idea what they're doing with this movie, and I don't mean that in an exceptionally positive way. I think there's some intriguing things, but the teasers kind of have left me going, yeah, okay, cool, sure, whatever. But hey, if this movie hits, then welcome back, Marvel. We're back in this thing, so I'm rooting for it. Number 1 and number 2. How the hell do I pick between these movies? I have no idea. My number 1 last year was Avatar: Fire and Ash, and I'm looking forward to number 2 way more than I was Avatar: Fire and Ash. But my number 2 is The Odyssey. July 17th. I
think that's a miss.
Christopher Nolan being number 2 just feels wrong. It feels incorrect.
What?
It feels against my very nature. But hey man, most years this is number 1. I'm so pumped for this thing. It's going to be such a great movie. But my number 1 is Dune Part 3, Dune Messiah.
I knew it.
Dune 2 is one of my favorite movies ever made. It's in my top. It might be my top 5. Like, I adore Dune 2. No, it's number 6. I love Dune 2
You
so
can put
much.
it on your letterbox. It's okay. You can, if you're not on your letterbox top 4, are you really a fan of it?
Yeah, no, Brandon does have it in his top 4. It is what it is. It couldn't crack my top 4, but I just cannot wait. And they added Robert Pattinson. You're bringing back Anya Taylor-Joy. You're giving Florence Pugh more to do. You're bringing back Jason Momoa.
Well,
You got my boy Timothy Chalamet. I am just so pumped. And yeah, Denis, Christopher Nolan, they're both putting out a movie in the same year. It's most years that's going to go to Christopher Nolan, but the fact that it's this big franchise movie, a sequel to one of my favorite movies of all time, it's got to be Dune 3. And let me tell you, I remember how pumped I was, Brandon, when we went to go do Barbenheimer, because it was the first time that I had ever had 2 movies in my top 10 most anticipated list come out on the same day. If we actually get Doomsday
Oh,
And we
they've
have two
confirmed it.
movies
They've confirmed it is happening.
I will believe it when I'm actually
yeah,
in
I'll
the theater
believe it
seeing
when
it.
it's Doomsday.
That's what they're saying. That Dune's
I'm-
getting the IMAX screens.
Look, we get
Marvel's
it.
getting Dolby.
But
So
I'm
that's a miss, by the way. Moving on.
Yeah.
That is 1,000% a miss. You should flip the shit out of that right there. Just saying. Doom Messiah has to get a Dolby release.
I still don't think that that's going to happen. I don't believe it.
Alternate.
I think that would be the wrong decision, honestly. But
Well, I think
man,
you're wrong
it
on
would
this one.
make for a double feature experience unlike any that I have ever had in my life.
Which
so
is why they're going to keep it.
So I am kind of like, yeah, let's ride this shit out.
Like, if you can go down in history saying you were part of the best double feature
of all
ever
time.
of all time,
Yeah.
like
well,
you
hey,
can't
I
not
don't
do
know
it.
if anything's gonna top that Parasite Jojo Rabbit double feature that Brandon and I did
this
as far as
will.
quality did.
this will.
No, it won't. I can tell you now, it won't, just because of the
Jojo
Doomsday-
Rabbit is
just because of the Avengers element of things. But Parasite and Jojo Rabbit, that's pretty unbeatable.
We'll
But,
see.
all right. Who wants to go next?
I would rather other people go because I have my
I will
list,
go next.
All right,
But I
Tommy.
make
So-
sure I'm missing something.
As I mentioned before, this is a big year for me. All my nostalgia, childhood
Oh, I know
things are
what's
coming
coming.
back. Avengers,
Devils Wear Products too.
Spider-Man was my first superhero movie as a kid, going to the theater. So like, I'm excited for a Spider-Man movie. Toy Story, of course. You know, you can't not like Toy Story. Like, that's like the movie of our generation, of the 90s animation Disney. Star Wars, you know, again, Star Wars has been that slump, but I'm still excited for it. So with that being said, a couple honorable mentions: Hunger Games, Evil Dead Burn, and now knowing that Werewolf is coming out. Number 10 is Project Hail Mary. Number 9 is Star Wars, Mandalorian, and Grogu, just because, you know, I'm a Star Wars junkie. I can't not root for it.
I want to be more excited than I am. I'm hoping that
it
like
looks
the
fun.
next trailer gets me. I
I'm
don't know.
still skeptical because you can always, obviously, we know they can fuck it up. They've done it a million times, but with this property, I'm hoping that they do justice by it. With that, 8, Dune 3. You guys know I'm not as big as the Dune movies as you guys are, but it's still on there.
It is what it is.
That's it. My views on Inception and Dune are the two things that Mitchell truly hates me for. So
Trash
I've
ass
come-
bitch.
I've come to accept it.
When the full trilogy comes out, you'll respect it.
I
Yeah.
need to
You
rewatch them.
respect it.
This is my Return of the King.
I respect it. I'll still watch it. I still put it on my list.
Would they make a director's cut of this?
Yeah, I bet if
I
they had a
would-
fucking extended version of Dune 2, you'd be all over it.
You know, I wouldn't, because you still haven't seen all the extended versions for Lord of the Rings. So there you go.
Yeah, I don't need to.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
that.
you could
I
too.
love that a sequel's out for you, by the way, for the next one.
So here's one I don't think is gonna be on anybody's list, but Ready or
love
Not
this.
2. That was Mitchell and
Ooh.
I's favorite horror movie during our first version of 31 Nights of Horror. And
Our
they're
most
making a
recent one,
sequel.
yeah.
So I'm kind of excited to see what they do with it.
The title is Ready or Not 2.
Here I come.
Which is
But it's
incredible.
Take the
title.
two out of it.
Incredible
Yeah.
title.
Just take the
Ready
2
or
out.
Not- Yeah, just
Yeah.
Ready or Not, Here I Come is. a
By the way,
better
that
title.
comes out the same day as Project Hail Mary.
Ooh,
also a good
So-
double feature.
That's a height double feature.
okay. Number 6, Supergirl. I'm excited to see if DC can keep the string, keep it going.
Trailer
I'm
looked
hopeful.
bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm hit or miss it, but I'm very in James Gunn's corner right now, so I'm hoping that they
That's
do a
fair.
good movie. Next, Spider-Man: Brand New Day. Again, you can't not be excited for a new Spider-Man movie. Next one is Disclosure Day, Steven Spielberg's
Ooh.
30th movie.
Ooh.
Also on my
Ooh.
list.
That is his and John Williams' 30th movie together, so I feel like this is gonna be a special movie, regardless if it's good or bad. And
Forgot
then
about that one. I still
Yeah.
don't think it would have
That's
made
a-
the
it's
list,
a
but
miss.
it's like
It's a
number
miss for you.
11.
It's a miss for you. That's going to be
Yeah.
a top 5 movie. Booking it.
It could. I
then
hope it
my-
is.
I'm hoping it's good. And given the fact that we had just done all the Steven Spielberg movies, gotta put it on there. And the final 2 are The Odyssey and Avengers Doomsday, because again, I'm a Marvel junkie at heart, so I can't not put that number one.
There's
But
one I'm surprised you didn't put up there. I'll wait to see if anybody else puts it up there, most notably Brandon. But I'll come back
What
to that.
oh my god, now I'm stressing out.
And the Odyssey was always I always enjoyed mythology and stuff growing up as a kid, and I loved reading the Odyssey. I was probably one of the few kids in like middle school that like actually like read the Odyssey for class and like actually enjoyed reading it. So I'm excited to actually see it come to life on the big screen with Christopher Nolan behind it. So I'm very excited for this one. So who is next?
Hey.
It's Howie.
I guess
Brandon seems to
I'm
be
up while
stressing.
B2.
Yeah.
Well, no, now I'm
B2
stressing that he
stressing,
said
so-
that because I was like, am I missing something like big that I should like?
You might be.
We'll see. We'll see.
It's
Disclosure
possible. I
Day
mean-
was a good one because I forgot for a second also, and I was like,
Whoa,
oh yeah, that's gonna
we
be a
can't
banger.
forget. It's because you haven't been to the movie theater in a second. If you see that trailer, you'd be like, oh, I bet.
I haven't been to the movies in like a year, and I still remembered it. So,
That's true.
You know,
I'll
It's-
send, I'll
That's
send the trailer.
true.
I'll send the trailer.
but I
with
also
you.
didn't. I forgot about Werewolf. I didn't realize that was coming out. So
That's gonna be a good one, and is it in my list? It's in my list, but we'll get to it. Number 10. I actually just changed this list up before we started tonight, and number 10. I think I've been listening to you guys talk about it. I saw the trailers. I've been seeing the hype around Project Hail Mary, and it's number 10 for me right now for my most anticipated. I'm excited to see Ryan Gosling do his thing on that. It's gonna be a good one, so I'm excited to see that. Number 9, the video game person in me, Super Mario Galaxy. I'm really excited to see that. The trailer
Okay.
for that came out yesterday looked really fun.
That
And
was the
Yoshi's
one.
my favorite character.
That's the
Was
one
that-
I was talking about. I thought
Yeah,
that would be
that's-
on Tommy's list.
Yeah, Tommy, what's up?
it's
gonna
up there.
also be on my list.
It's up there.
so-
Yeah,
I-
I
Yeah.
knew it was
Okay.
gonna be on your list, Brandon, because you saw.
there were-
I'm
I
pretty
saw
sure
Super
you.
Mario Brothers.
I'm pretty sure you
like
saw
8
that movie
times
like
in
46 times in theaters.
theaters. I was like,
There
such a
were
big-
too many movies to choose from to just do a top 10.
Fair enough.
It's hard.
And
Galaxy,
yeah.
though. Seeing Yoshi was like everything, my favorite character, so I'm
Oh,
excited
yeah,
to
absolutely.
see that.
I'm
Um,
excited to see Yoshi on the big screen.
Like they look great. Like they did a great job with the voice and animation for it, so it's perfect. I'm so ready for that. Number 8, going off of Tommy, I am a Star Wars junkie also. So while the Mandalorian and
Yeah.
Grogu trailer honestly didn't do much for me, I just want more Star Wars movies. It's been way
Hell
too
yeah.
long, so I'm really excited to see how they're going to pull this off. I did not like the season 3 of Mandalorian, but I'm hopeful. they'll pull
I'm
it
with
out
you on
this
that
time.
one.
It was something. So hopefully they'll pull this out. But number 7, the Hunger Games Sunrise on the Reaping. I am very excited to see this. As somebody who was a little bit late to the game with Hunger Games, I watched the first 2 when they came out like years ago, and then I never watched the last 2 until right before Songbirds and Snakes. But now I'm in it, and I want to see what Reaping's going to be like. I'm very excited for this. Number 6 for me is Werewolf. After Nosferatu, I am locked in with Eggers. I'm ready to see what he's going to pull out here. Aaron Taylor Johnson. Is it Lily Rose Depp is going to be back in it, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken. So yeah, I'm
Okay.
excited to see that. Number 5, I know we talked about the trailer. Also didn't really do too much, but I am excited to see Supergirl. I love Millie Alcock in House of the
Yes.
Dragon. Jason Momoa as Lobo. I think I'm getting
Yes,
the name
Lobo.
mixed up.
Yep.
Yeah, Lobo. I was getting the name mixed up. Yes, I'm excited to see that. Supergirl. I think that it's going to look phenomenal. It's going to be good. I think the trailer's not going to do the movie justice, and I think it's going to be a lot better than what we've seen. Number 4, Spider-Man Brand New Day. I'm excited for Tom Holland to finally get out of the typical MCU format, and it's a little bit more street level this time around. So I'm excited to
Yep.
see how that's going to be, and then also Sadie Sink's character being mysterious. I'm very curious.
Well,
about
also
how
we're
it's gonna fit in.
getting Hulk and Punisher also in this, so I'm very curious to see how they're going to play into the story.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. I cannot wait. That's going to be really good. Very excited for Brand New Day. So the top 3, before we get into it, I also changed this up a little bit before the call, and I went back and forth on 2 and 3 because I'm very excited for both of these films. But I think the recent teasers made one movie go a little bit higher than the other. So number 3 for me is Dune Messiah, Dune Part 3. Timothy Chalamet, Zendaya, Robert Pattinson, Anya Taylor-Joy, Rebecca Ferguson. The list goes on and on for all of the stars that are going to be in this film. And Dennis is just going to cook again. And I'm excited for him to wrap up this story. And then he's going to move on to James Bond afterwards. So I'm excited to see what he's going to be doing. Number 2 is Avengers Doomsday for me. The teasers really got me up, and I was like, you know what, I'm back. I saw the teasers and it got me, so I'm excited to see that. And number 1, as the Tenet hater that I am, is the Odyssey, and I think that Nolan's gonna absolutely cook.
The Tenet hater that I am.
Take it. I don't see, like, I see the Odyssey being number 1 movie of the year. Like, I just don't see any other movie topping that. I hope that's the case. I hope I'm not wrong, but
I hope this is.
I'm excited for the Odyssey.
I hope this is Denis' magnus opus, dude.
Yeah,
I need Denis to like win every award with.
Yeah.
With that movie. Yeah, I'll go ahead and give mine. Obviously, Scramble put this together. No, I'm just kidding. I had an idea of mostly what I wanted to do with it, but yeah, I'll give a couple of honorable mentions in terms of like 2 or 3. I think we're still getting this movie, Godzilla -0. I'm surprised this wasn't on
I did hear about
anyone's
that.
list.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be -1. Is it coming out this year?
No,
Minus
it's
one. No, it's
no,
minus
minus
one.
one
minus
came
one
out.
was the one that came out already.
minus
Oh, sorry,
one
-0. My bad. I got
is a new
yeah, -0.
one.
My bad.
So
It's coming this year?
yeah, that's what I heard.
Yep.
Oh, I fucked up. That
I
would have been in
think-
my top 10.
See,
Oh,
I'm a goat.
Yeah.
Oh,
I fucked up. That would have been 5. That would have been 5 or 4.
Speaking of goat, no, I'm just kidding.
I
I'm
fucked
just kidding.
You better not put that damn Stephen Curry movie in there.
I will say the Avatar, the Avatar animated movie that we're getting. If we're still getting that, I'm everything Avatar animated. I'm for, so also on my honorable mentions as well. And then Hunger Games Sunrise on the Reaping is also an honorable mention for me as well. Honestly, most years that would probably be in my top 10. And I'll say this, I'll leave it off because we're already doing the podcast after the movie came out. But the fact that this movie was put in January is a damn shame, because 28 years later, Bone Temple would have been in my top 10. And I can't quit 28 years later. And you know what? Go see the movie, because they fucking nailed it. They fucking crushed that movie. So, yeah, we'll start with number 10. I believe it's number 10. Yep, Super Mario Galaxy for me. Toy Story 5, number 9. Supergirl, number 8.
Okay.
Spider-Man Brand New Day, number 7. Werewolf, number 6. Obviously, Eggers. I'm there, day 1, maybe before day 1, if I get to like an early release or early access or something like that. Avengers Doomsday, number 5.
Damn, that's kind of low.
Yeah,
you're the Marvel hater, huh?
It's low because number 4, Digger, might be one of my favorite movies coming out this year. I mean, I'm big things for Digger, and I'm gonna go ahead and say this now. Disclosure Day, number 3, it's gonna be a top 5 movie. I'm booking it. I already said it earlier. I'm booking it. Top 5 movie. If you watch that trailer, you're gonna go, Steven Spielberg's fucking back.
Josh
I
O'Connor.
purposely have not watched the trailer for that because I want to go into that movie cold.
Ooh, okay.
That's
It's a good trailer.
That's fair. And then the Odyssey, number 2, and Doom Messiah, number 1. And I'm mainly saying this because
I know
think
you
Doom,
got me, Brandon.
I'm
I know
calling
you
it-
got me, Brandon.
I do want to give myself
y'all
credit.
crazy. Y'all
No,
crazy.
I really want to give myself credit. We've been doing this for the last 3 years or so. If I say something is one most anticipated movie and it's going to be number 1 for like the year, it comes out correct. I did with Sinners. I did with Top Gun Maverick. I'm calling my shot. Doom Messiah is going to be the best movie of the year. I'm calling it.
No,
See,
you're
I don't-
dissing Nolan?
I'm
You're
calling
dissing
it. I'm not even
I don't-
dissing
I don't-
Nolan.
I don't
I don't
know.
think you can. I don't think you can do what Nolan wants to do with the Odyssey at the level that Doom Messiah is about to wrap this trilogy up. Like,
I mean, to be
it's
fair,
actually a shame that they're both in the same year because they're both going to be
Yeah.
generational movies. But I'm
Yeah,
telling
this
you
has
now, Doom
potential.
Messiah is going to be the better one.
To be fair, the one
has
critique
potential
I've
to
heard,
be special.
yes, it's gonna be a great year. But the one critique I've heard so much about the Odyssey that makes me laugh is, you obviously these are all supposed to be Greek people,
Sure.
ancient Greeks. Yet you have actors with like the most down accents. Like you have John Bernthal, who's very New York accent. Matt Damon, very
he doesn't
Boston
even try
accent.
to hide it. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like you have these actors that have these very distinct American accents in this ancient Greek,
Yeah.
epic. But still, I'm with Howie. Nolan's got this. This is gonna be number one. Even though Odyssey is number 2 on my list, just because I'm a Avengers junkie, Odyssey I think is gonna be number 1 movie of the year.
Yeah.
I'm more excited for Dune 3, but if I had to like put like the odds makers on most likely to be number 1, I do think I would give the Odyssey just
I usually have a pretty good sense for this. That's all I'm saying. I usually have a pretty good sense for
Brandon, you're 3 for 3 right now.
I'm like 4 for 4. I mean, I think
Okay.
we're going.
I'm 85 for 85,
No,
bitch.
Like consecutive years, you've had it correct.
Yeah,
How
because
many
I
years
He did
think
have
I
Sinners. He did have Sinners. He did have Dune. Nope, Brandon, didn't you have the Batman
I called Top Gun.
2022?
No, I
thought
had Top Gun
Batman was
Maverick.
your most anticipated movie of 2022.
I told you when that trailer came out.
Yes,
It
but you
was
also
going
told
to
me
be
when
the best
28
movie of the
years
year.
later's trailer came out.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I didn't say it was going to be the best movie of the year. I said it was going to be like a top 10 movie, and it wasn't. But
So you're on a 3-year streak.
yeah,
4-year
3-year streak for most anticipated.
Fuck
but
it,
like
let's make it a
4-year
19-year streak as long as the
streak.
stats don't matter. But you know.
Yeah.
The
All I'm
numbers
saying
is being
is-
thrown out here.
all I'm
Yeah,
saying is I
exactly.
have a pretty.
we
This
need
is
I
to
had
know.
a-
whose
so-
line is it
sense.
anyway? The points are made up and they don't
No.
matter. Yeah.
Well, I mean, what would have been number 1 movie for you 4 years ago, Mitchell? I think I called that as like my number 1 movie. That's what I'm saying.
My
I just
number
need
1
to
was
know
Top
what
Gun
kind of
Maverick,
streak is on the
but
line
I
if you
think
get
that
it
your
wrong this
number
year.
1 most anticipated was the Batman.
Okay, fair enough.
Because I think all of our most anticipated was the Batman.
But then I quickly changed course and told you very early that Top Gun Maverick was gonna cook.
Hey man, if you
So
can
I
find
should
the
really
clip,
get credit for
if
it.
you can
I
find
should
the
get credit
clip,
for
send
it.
it to me. Let me know.
I mean, I'll
But-
give you credit for Timothy Chalamet. We both watched that movie separately. Call Me by Your
Oh,
Name.
yeah.
Came together and we're like, he straight up said to me, audience, he is not lying. He straight up said to me, this man is gonna be like DiCaprio. And like,
Hey, and
10
this
years.
man,
And I
this
was
man
like,
was
this
like,
dude is.
and this man was like, man, Ohio State fucking up for not putting Joe Burrow in there, like in 2017. So
That's true. Yeah,
yeah,
that's true. I did call that
Brandon's on top of his stuff. I will give him his credit, but I also
Ball
did
knower.
think that comment was very funny. All right, well that wraps up the top 25, the Brandon's top 46 of 2025 podcast.
I actually didn't do that this year. Which is
No,
good.
you didn't, but I'm just so used to it that I gotta do it until you go 2 years in a row. Top 10 of 2025. Hey, Howie, if you want to join us, we're doing. Well, maybe not for the next one because we're talking about a bunch of bullshit Pirates of the Caribbean movies. But after that, it's Star Wars time. So
Oh,
we're talking about the Star
there.
Wars movies.
Yes.
So
we
Let me know.
Howie, what Mitchell is trying to say that he won't say is we need more Howie on this podcast.
we really
so if
do.
you can find time in your very busy schedule.
Well,
He
Tommy
won't
needs
say
it
but
because
but I will. Yeah.
Tommy needs it because we need more of that, 2-on-2. Me and Brandon, we gang up
I'm
on
always
Tommy.
I'm always in the corner, Howie.
Double
Yeah,
team.
always
so
in the
he
corner.
needs-
You know what's crazy? I actually have been like rewatching a little bit of Star Wars movies recently, so like I'm
There
ready,
you go.
ready to rock.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay. By the way, because I forgot what we were doing. What order are we watching those in?
Timeline.
That's right.
One
Timeline,
to
okay.
6.
Wrong.
1 to 6.
Oh
1 to 6.
well, the podcast is
no
over now. I'm
sequels?
mad again. Oh yeah, no, we're doing all
No.
that stuff. but-
Ignore Brandon. He's wrong as usual.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
We're watching in timeline. What are you talking about?
1 to
Alright.
6. There's more than just that.
Well, yeah, I
Yeah.
understand. I'm just saying, like, we're not starting with.
There's
new,
actually
we're not
We're
11
starting
doing
with 6.
chronological order.
Yeah. What,
Mhm.
all right.
timeline.
Bye, guys.
Sorry.
The podcast is over.
People are terrible.
Bye.
Goodbye.
You can press that red button, Tommy. Bye.